All right. Up on Twitter. Rob, what's going on, man? How are you? First, let me check my camera. Lights are on. Camera is on. Everything looks good. Excellent. And let me switch over to playing games and pull the game up. Hey, I don't remember what we were doing at this time at all. Oh. That's right. We got to visit all of these different people and convince them to help us fight the dragon. Okay. Sorry, y'all. What's going on? Feels like a minute. Yeah, I know, Rob. I know. Last week was crazy busy. And I just didn't have the time. But finally, I'm able to get back at it. And definitely want to get this game finished ASAP so we can move on to Dolls. Threed, what's going on, man? How are you? Oh, just had Popeyes. Nice. I actually ate Popeyes earlier this week as well. In fact, just, what was it, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday before we went to see Ant Man, which was interesting. Um, okay, I don't know my way around here at all. Eternal Dreams, what's going on? How are you? Whoa, or maybe I should have kept walking. What does that do? Ooh, I'm so confused now. Um, I saw Ant Man. Ant Man was fun. I don't know if I like what they're doing with Kang the Conqueror, though, to be honest with you. Hmm.
We gather in the sight of Wotica and Wal to thresh truth from falsehood and see justice upheld.
Ooh, I can't complain at all, Three. It's been a good weekend so far, man. That voice seems to echo from nowhere in particular, though the figures before you present the tableau of a trial in progress.
The matter before this tribunal tonight. Heresy.
The dagger you took from the shackled spirit warms to the touch, oozing oily black ichor. Use the broken dagger relic to take the role of a witness. Your vantage among the hooded witnesses affords you a view of both the inquisitors and the accused. You recognize the latter as the spirit shackled near the portal above. Boss Page, what's going on, man? How are you?
You hereby stand accused of rejecting the orthodoxy delivered unto us by the universal divinities. In your malice, ignorance, and hubris, you would assault the very foundations of civilization. How do you answer these charges? I bear guilt for many things, but in my service to the divine, I have never wavered. Never once.
Say nothing.
No person present disputes the facts. Your words and actions are a matter of record, confessed by your allies and confirmed by innumerable eyes.
Yeah, I'm curious as well, Three. Tired, couldn't make the past streams because I was so tired from working out. Boss Page, I actually wasn't able to stream all last week. I was crazy busy, crazy tired all week. It was absolutely brutal. So I had no time to stream whatsoever. Rob, thank you for the gift of sub, man. Appreciate you. It's the Lion. Welcome to the membership. We're still running through a playthrough of Kingmaker right now. I think we're 4 episodes in, so you can see that in the membership section. So yeah, I think we're pretty much picking off right where you're at with the where you left off on the last three boss page. Yeah, nothing's been happening.
It seems my guilt a foregone conclusion. Why then bother with this farce?
That's a fair question. The Inquisitor turns her masked visage on you.
We would thank you to keep your tongue civil or stilled, lest it be removed.
Should I just attack? No. Apologies, Inquisitor. I don't understand what's happening here. She again addresses the accused.
This body provides you with a final chance to ameliorate the sins you have heaped upon yourself.
I agree, Boss Page. I think they did a really great job with Anti-Paladin. It would be interesting to see some of those classes implemented into Wrath of the Righteous. which is part of the reason I was doing those videos is because I just really think the mod was incredible. Like, I already knew there weren't going to be a whole lot of people interested because a lot of people are never going to come back to Kingmaker again, but I'm playing it and I think it's really, really freaking cool what they did. So I definitely want to take the opportunity to shine on it. Wow, KK, with your standard entrance, how are you doing today? Hey, you know, pay your own Kingmaker, at least the PlayStation version. Yeah. I know. It seems like Wrath of the Righteous is going to do better on console, so I'm appreciative of that at least. And to respond to your earlier statement, I absolutely agree. I'm curious what a Steel Garrote would say in this situation. I wonder if they get any unique dialogue.
If you choose not to admit fault, not to display contrition, then you shall bear the full burden of your transgressions with you to the wheel. Then declare your sentence. What example will be made of me? Your eyes shall be plucked from their sockets and turned upon you that you may fully examine your deficiencies.
Okay, enough of this sham. The other witnesses step away from you as the masked inquisitors turn their eyes towards your outburst.
The intruders turn arms against this body. Destroy them!
I don't know yet, KK. I feel like I have to finish the game before I can make a real determination. I probably won't do like a full rankings video, but I might do like, you know, a top 5 classes in the game, something like that. Whoa, Rob, thanks for another get the membership. And now Threed is a member. What's going on, Threed? So same thing that I said to Lions. We are doing a playthrough in the member section. Right now it's Kingmaker, but of course you might not be interested in that. But if you are, you can check out the episodes. Oh, wow, this is a lot of people. Oh, I was about to say, am I only there? I'm not the only person there, but I'm probably about to get thoroughly lit up. This is not cool. Can I can't do this on myself, can I? Nope. So I've really got no way to... Well, that helps. Certainly. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, they're gonna obliterate me. It is what it is. Oh, well. Boom, 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 ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. The Inquisitor. And then you. Ooh, weakened and terrified. I love doing his job. I do so appreciate you, sir. Provide the mote of essence to the shackled soul. Interesting. So I was supposed to mote of hostility. The small yet potent fragment of soul essence pulses with ill-contained aggression. I don't know about that. As the last of the figures falls, the guided energy coalesces into a shimmering mote of spirit stuff. Spirit stuff? Oh, I didn't get to loot the room? Oh, wait. I am down here now.
Can do.
Okay, can't go that way.
Better part of valor.
What's over here? I don't know if I did that properly. Oh, Wide Wind Sundial still works over here? A beam of light shines down from the sky above, or rather from the vague emptiness that passes for a sky in the beyond. Pieces of a broken bridge hover, suspended in an instant before collapse. Look into the light. The source of the illumination is too distant, and the effort of looking hurts your eyes. You suspect the light is something more than it seems, but that could be true of many things in this realm. A beam of light hold Wide Wind Sundial up to the light. There are different motes. I don't remember what they do. I talked my way through this part. Interesting. I might try to be more patient next time. The sundial grows warm in your palm. You feel its power extend to your surroundings, reconfiguring the flow of time to mend what was once broken. Yeah, you never really know if you did anything right here. Oh, okay. All right. All right, look at that. Ooh, corroded van braces. 50% chance at the scoring a crit with a melee weapon to reduce the target's weapon penetration by 1 for 8 seconds. But does that stack? Anyone play 5e? I only have until next Friday to make up my mind on what monk subclass I want to be. So far, I have Way of the Elements, think Avatar Airbender, Drunken Master, Open Palm, or Long Death, Necromancer, Martial Arts. How could you possibly refuse to be a Drunken Master? I just don't see it. I don't understand it. Then again, you love being like pure evil, so maybe Drunken Master doesn't really fall in line with that. Yeah. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. I've played numerous campaigns. Long Death is super fun and overpowered. Very evil, too. You don't like being pure evil, you like being pure chaos. Got you. Drunken Master is more of a fun, thematic build. What makes Long Death overpowered? No. Whoa, I don't even know what that was. Oh, that's one of those bomb thingies. That's what it was. Okay. So I assume, are we just making our way to the portals and then using them? Is that all we need to do, hopefully? And then, okay, so there's one down here as well, so we got to circle back. Drunken Master is the Caden Kalian class. Just get a rapier and you're good. Nice. Pittman, what's going on, man? Glad you were able to join the stream. I liked Evil a lot more when I was younger. Now at your old age.
Of Wotica and Wow to thresh truth from falsehood and see justice upheld.
Now in your old age, you prefer a more balanced perspective. Londell's final damage percentage is 200. They can literally touch you for 1 damage, walk away hours, literally, and activate their capstone for 20 D10 necrotic damage. Woo! You're obliterating people. That's crazy. So it's a potential 200, though. See, we're talking about Pathfinder. Smoky Rider, what's going on? How are you, man? Yeah. Pathfinder always comes up on my channel in some way. I've made so many videos about it that I have a pretty sizable Pathfinder audience. The voice seems to echo from nowhere in particular, though the figures before you present the tableau of a trial in progress. Oh, that's the same thing we saw before.
The matter before this tribunal tonight, apostasy.
The dagger again warms, oozing its thick ichor. Use the broken dagger relic to take on the role of the accused. I think first on the North Star. I preferred good as a kid, but after getting my first job, I just wanted to watch the world burn. Some more evil playthroughs, especially in Dragon Age. Ooh, you liked evil in Dragon Age? Rough. You hold the court's attention. Masked inquisitors look upon you, stiff-backed and confident in their authority. Hooded figures line the pit, attentive to the proceedings.
The heretic may transgress out of ignorance or misunderstanding. Far fouler the apostate, who, knowing full well the truth, elects to abandon it.
Not in Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, Smoky Rider. Angel probably has some of the most flashiest spells you can use in the entire game. Have to be less careful as an evil character. Do you want a Force Storm or do you want to buff your team real good? Now that is a good point.
Each heretic, being a potential convert, presents an opportunity for an improved aura. The apostate, however, blights the world around him, for from him does corruption stem. In abandoning the true faith, you corrupt not only yourself, but all with whom you share contact. How do you answer these charges?
I deny them. I serve the gods with every fiber of my being.
Many have made similar claims within these walls, if only words bore the weight of actions.
Like you, I spread the will of the gods.
You did, once. Making your current perfidy all the more dispiriting.
I am the herald of Barath. I bear her mark.
Still you lie.
Her hooded head swishes quietly as she shakes it.
Your refusal to recant dismays this tribunal. You require further illustration of the harmfulness of your irreverence. This tribunal shall reconvene in 3 nights' time. Until then, you shall mount the bladed horse.
Oh, that sounds uncomfortable. You want to give you a bigger firestorm or some buzz? Matt, Mock is fantastic if you're 1v1, a really dangerous target. In that situation, you're more valuable than a tank because you can stun lock. You can be less careful, that is. As a good character, you're living in a world of cardboard. As the great Superman once said. Hey, if you want to be unhittable, ask yourself, is a monk you want? Interesting. Demouse, what's going on, man? How are you?
You shall be denied all food and drink, that your spirit is not unduly weighted by your body.
Wow, that's one way to say it.
You may at any time recant your apostasy and offer contrition in the names of your confederates in atheism.
This hardly seems, sounds fun. Bring me to that mount thing.
The sentence has been pronounced, and so shall it be carried out. All praise be to the gods.
Motive conviction. Interesting. So I wonder, does it matter what kind of moat you get? I assume it probably does. Hey, we couldn't walk over here before, right?
Discreet.
Am I crazy? I didn't feel like we could.
What's this?
You think you captain?
Oh.
Not better captain.
If we could rest. Nice.
No, we're not going to rest yet. We'll rest momentarily. Where is this? Nope. Okay. Gamer stuff. What's going on, man? How are you? This is a really interesting quest line. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this this DLC. It does matter, like really matter. Well, it's too late now. I'm not going back. So it is what it is. It is what it is. There we go. Bye. Just breaking for lunch on a political party, Mimi. That seems like it's going to run all day. Joys upon joys. Oh, it's good to see you, man. Hope your week has been okay. What buff does Nimnok give? Excellent question. And I'll answer for you in just a moment. Hey, there's a weird little door over there. Wonder what that goes to. Boom, boom, boom.
Real quiet now.
Stop moving. What just happened? You have gained Oathbreaker's End. Okay. And Nemnak. Who's got him? Nemnak gives everybody +1 max in power points and +1 cast with level 1 druid spells, priest spells, and wizard spells. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. Fury, what's going on, man? How are you? Fun classes. Yeah, I did. Ooh.
I'll take care of this.
Excellent. You know what? You got better perception, right? Yeah. Why, it won't even let me get far down enough to see all this. Keeps moving my screen, but won't let me. Good Lord.
Bird! You bow to Nemnok!
We good? All right, looks like we're good. Move, Nimnok OP. Yeah, I'm a fan. That's why I got them on.
Tell Bird to leave Nemnok alone.
James, what's going on, man? How are you? Only for now. Only as long as he sees fit. Man, something tells me I was supposed to hit that last portal before I made it this far. So, you know, we're going to go back. As much as that irritates me, we're going to go back. Why can't, is it saying that I can't get here? Oh, because I had to go down that, I had to use this portal to get this far?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I might have dodged some workshops giving background on what we are discussing yesterday so that I could play Kill Team instead. Nice. Good evening, Slandered. Glad to hear you're sounding back in top shape. Yeah, man. I'm doing much better. I'm doing much better. It still seems like I'm getting sick for no reason, so
We got trouble.
I don't know. But it's not as bad as it was before, so I'm just gonna roll with it. I did actually end up going to see the doctor, and you know, they tell you what doctors always say: lose more weight and your problems will go away. So I'll just focus on eating right and continue with the stuff I'm doing, and hopefully these problems will take care of themselves. We shall see. Come on, y'all. Thank you. We good? Okay. Where does this go? Yeah, I was supposed to go there. I can tell. Whole nother section. Anytime now. Thank you. Yes, beautiful. Hello. Why aren't you in? Hello. Why aren't you in bed
We
yet?
gather
Your
in
mother
the
was
sight
supposed
of
to.
Wotica and Wow to thresh truth from
What'd you say?
falsehood and see justice upheld.
What'd you say, darling? Yes. It's all good. Eating right is so hard when the easy meals are unhealthy. Yep. Yep. I had to put more work into eating healthy. So, but it just is what it is. Is what you got to do. Hold on. What's wrong, Doc? No, it's okay, man. It's all good. It's a First Nations issue. Got you. Okay. My favorite monk subclasses aren't allowed, sadly, in the campaign. That is Way of Pride and Way of the Leaden Key. Why aren't they not allowed? Cheap meals are unhealthy, too. Yep. It's more expensive and more difficult to eat healthy, but it's what you got to do. The voice seems to echo from nowhere in particular, though the figures before you present the tableau. Oh, they keep saying that.
Before this tribunal tonight, identity.
Fury, there's definitely some games that do a really poor job of making that clear, and it can be so annoying when you don't have a clear path for how to move forward. Definitely know what you're talking about. Definitely know what you're talking about. Interestingly enough, a game that I feel like kind of juggles that well is Harry Potter, which I've been playing recently, where it's got your main quest, but there are other quests that you have to do oftentimes to unlock those main quests. But I feel like it does a very, very good job of making it clear, if you want to move forward in the story, these are the things you have to do. All right? So do what you need to do. I feel like they did a really, really good job of that. Ian, what's going on, man? How are you? They're from the Grim Hollow setting, which kind of uses different mechanics, but also kind of doesn't. Interesting. Change-O, what's going on? How are you? I love this game so much. Cypher is my most favorite class of all CRPGs I've played. I love Cypher and Pillars of Eternity, and that's what I'm playing now. We just finished Pillars of Eternity 1. That's what I played before. I just feel like it fits this whole world like a glove. The dagger again warms, oozing its thick ichor.
I've got one of those. Am I in trouble too?
I worry this place grows less stable as a result of our actions. And it was not particularly stable to begin with.
Use the relic to take on the role of an Inquisitor. Haven't done that yet. Awesome, Ian. Glad to hear it, man. Before you, the elf you saw chained above stands bloodied and shackled, her gaze lowered to the stones. You've been charged with crimes against identity. How do you answer?
Of this charge, I bear no guilt. I am not but myself. How could I be other?
You could be lying about who you are.
What reason could I have for doing that? How could I trick this court entire?
Intellect, remove your mask. A gasp echoes through the room as you mime removing the Inquisitor's mask from your face. The accused stares up at you in wide-eyed horror. The scene shimmers and breaks apart, dissolving into a single pulsing mote of essence. Mote of regret. I don't know what this means. Crimes against identity? Right. I guess? I don't know. Is this where we were before? Oh, sweet. And that brought us down here. What's this? The way to the answers you seek remains closed to you. Oh, okay. So I was going to have to come back up there anyway. Well, all right. At least now it's easy. I assume we just need to talk to old girl. The spear remains shackled to the Adra. Her face rises weakly at your approach. Give the spirit a mote of regret. You add the remorse-laden energy to the shackled soul's essence, and she gasps as if dunked in frigid water. Her eyes trickle blue as she strains momentarily against her bonds before drooping again.
Do I know you? Have we met?
The spirit's dark, heavily ringed eyes search you for recognition. Insight. You mean when you were alive?
Before this. Before here.
It's possible. My soul belonged to an Inquisitor in a past life. The spirit shudders, both in form and in position, and recoils against the Adra.
I see it. The shackles about your soul. They're in you, the gods. And you, their puppet.
Indeed, I serve the gods. One killed me and another brought me back. It's kind of a long story.
Unsurprising. 'Twas always their way. Give and take, kill and save, an unbalanced scale atop the edge of a blade.
Do you remember anything new?
A man. His torso caged in copper and Audra. It pulled him out of himself. Till he ate his own hand.
Good Lord. My housemate bought Hogwarts and I gave it a go last week. I am very impressed by the love that went into all the details, but the main story is aggressively generic and low effort. That's my take so far anyway. Doubt I will play much more. Yeah, I got problems with it. Definitely got problems with it. Definitely things I like. Definitely things I have problems with. I have a pet theory inspired by the Outer Worlds that for a few generations now, we've had poor, overweight people die of malnutritioning because of what we let companies label as food that isn't. Yeah, you know, it's really interesting to me traveling overseas and see how different food overseas is compared to what we get here. Like, I forgot what country it was that decided Skittles is flat out poisonous and basically outlawed it from the entire country. McDonald's is totally different. If you go to like Rome or Abu Dhabi, the food is not the same at all. It is not as salty. Oftentimes, it's not as large. Like the way they deal with food and what is actually legal to sell to citizens living there, it's worlds different from the way America does things. But the flip side of that is, oftentimes, I think our food is more fun. So, you know, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Provide the spirit a mote of conviction. You add the potent mote of absolute certainty to the shackled soul's essence, and she gasps as if dunked in frigid water. Her eyes flash gray as she strains momentarily against her bonds and droops again.
'Tis nonsense, isn't it? Just mad theater.
McDonald's is actually pretty good overseas. How dare they outlaw Skittles? Yeah, it's different because they will not allow all American food in their country. Yep, they got real standards. Anywhere else, chocolate tastes like chocolate instead of plastic. Yep, our food is cheaper. That's absolutely true as well. It's cheaper. You get it in larger quantities. Like it's all revolves around just trying to stuff you with as much as they possibly can. I personally feel like it's really difficult to be healthy in this country, which is why obesity has been such a huge issue, nationwide. Worse, these trials with a heart of hypocrisy. It's important what the people see, how they see it.
Indeed. Provided one's objective is control. 'Tis strange. I recall so many trials. An endless parade of the accused. Was it a kind of punishment? Being forced to watch my fellows condemned?
Her features twitch, fragment, and resolve again. Do you remember anything new?
The scent of scrolls. Tens of dozens of them, each as inked as it would bear. Centuries of seeking distilled.
No, well, not really. The soul gives us the most food. I mean, I love a lot of overseas food. Don't get me wrong, but there's just things you could do in America that you can't do in other places, and so I feel like it gives people the opportunity to experiment in ways that you really can't overseas. But then the flip side of that is you get food from cultures that a lot of times you don't experience here. Even if you experience it here, you experience the Americanized version of it. And so it's not the same as when you actually go to a country. Like going to Rome and experiencing Italian pizza and like authentic Italian lasagna, it was absolutely fascinating. And it's just not the same as what you get here in America, even if you go to an Italian restaurant. Jason, what's going on, man? How are you? Making cheap food, but not healthy food. Yep. I don't add cheese to my omelets, and they were looking at me like I was, yeah, like you were crazy. Absolutely. You remember anything new? The spirits feature twisted thought and shimmer, growing indistinct. She shakes her head. Provide the spirit a mote of hostility. As she absorbs the third ball of essence, the spirit thrashes against her shackles. She cries out, and her bonds flare brightly, limed with violent flames, before shattering with a crack like nearby thunder. Oh, so I guess that was a mistake, huh? Freed, the spirit takes a halting step forward. Her gaze rises to you. When she speaks, her voice sounds stronger, but also ragged and strange.
I am more myself than I have been in a very long time.
I'm glad I could help.
I almost, like a word on the tip of the tongue. I have it, but I don't.
She scowls. My guilty pleasure is the cheeseburger pizza. Yeah, I'm a fan. We got a restaurant out in Chicago called Home Run Inn that does like the cheeseburger meat, and they also put pickles on it and a couple other things. It's amazing. I absolutely love that pizza. Oh, it's no problem, Jason. I understand, man. For those who are able to pay for it, I really appreciate it. But for others, just being here and supporting the content is good enough for me. Thank you. Is the Italian pizza good? Do they have pepperoni? Italian pizza is very good. The interesting thing is here in America, I feel like pizza really focuses on the toppings. So they want to just dump as much stuff that they can, or even if you only get one topping, they want to layer all of it on the pizza as much as they can. Whereas when you eat pizza in Italy, there's a much greater focus on the quality of the bread and the sauce. And that's really where you're supposed to get the enjoyment of the pizza from. And so the toppings are they're almost kind of just considered like extra. It's not the real focus. And so the pizza's very good, but it's also very different. So it was an experience I definitely enjoyed. Most of the time, Italian pizza is meant to be a single servicing, very thin crust. The question is as good as Subway pizza. Wow. Wow. Threw up a little bit. It's different.
I am certain, though, that I knew the Inquisitor well. I think perhaps that I loved her, and that she betrayed me.
She looks toward the center of the realm and the structure that dominates it. I'm sorry, but I think you and the Inquisitor may be one and the same. You should prepare yourself. The Inquisitor may not be so different from you as you believe.
Perhaps not. But nothing could justify her actions.
I'm sorry, but I think you and the Inquisitor may be one and the same. She flickers, her features running momentarily like heavy rain down a slanted roof.
Ridiculous. We are nothing alike. I will lead you to her. She has much to answer for.
Boop, 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 boop. And we in there. We in there. Let's go. Excellent. Want to watch the Kingmaker videos in full? I actually really enjoy doing those playthrough videos. When I first started the channel, that's in my mind, that's what the channel was going to be. Like, I would do those 1 hour voice playthroughs of different games, and we would just go through it over and over again. But I quickly found out that for whatever reason, like, I've seen other channels that have been able to make that work, but for whatever reason, I think my channel, the people that I've built up, they're not interested in that kind of content long term. Like, when I drop the first episode of the playthrough, that usually has some attention, at least like the first couple, and then the very last one gets some attention. But in between, it's like people don't have the attention span to follow that stuff. So that's why I felt like it was a good way to give memberships value while at the same time not trying to keep things from the regular people on my channel. Greg, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm a big fan of this game too. I have to admit, I have never had pizza from Subway before. There's never been any part of my mind that said, oh, I'm in Subway, let me grab some pizza while I'm here. Like, and I'm actually the type of guy, I love pizza enough where I can eat trash pizza and still really enjoy it. But everybody has limits. As pizza from Subway sounds like a step too far for me. I was recommended to this channel from Reddit. Not disappointed. That's awesome. What Reddit posting did you see that recommended this channel? That's interesting.
Inquisitor, I came here with the aim of ending you.
Robert, what's going on, man? How are you? The elf stares at the palms of her hands, her eyes pulsing a muddled violet.
I know it.
The masked woman nods slightly.
'Tis a certainty that I have lost. It fled me. I think each memory restored, providing it another egress.
The Inquisitor again nods. The two of you can still reconcile. You're more alike than not.
How? It seems impossible. In that, at least, we are in accord.
Leather squeaks as the Inquisitor's hands clench into tight little fist. Remember that you're not only the worst things you've done. You could try kissing. Wow. Remember that you're not only the worst things you've done, but the best as well.
Where that is so easily accomplished.
She turns to Naxavel. Okay, so is this because I gave her the moat of hostility that they can reconcile? And maybe if I gave her some of the other moats, this would be easier? Interesting. That's awesome. You found the unicorn. Thanks, man. Yeah, there's pizza in Subway. I always get foot-long Philly cheesesteaks at Subway most of the time. I get I forgot what the heck. It's some kind of chicken sandwich, but it's got this special sauce on it. I don't know why I can't remember the name of that sauce, but I either get that or the meatball sandwich. I'm good chilling. I didn't see the notification. How's your day going? I hope everyone's doing good in the chat. Yeah, it might be because it's been a while since I've streamed. I feel like YouTube rewards consistency, and they also reward your videos doing well. So I haven't streamed. I didn't stream all week. I was crazy busy last week. So I didn't stream all week. And also because I was so busy, I didn't have time to make any content, which means I dropped a bunch of videos that I was going to drop, but I certainly didn't plan to drop them all back to back. And I knew most people wouldn't be interested in. So like, this has not been a good week view-wise for my channel either. So I'm sure YouTube was like, we're not sending out any notifications. People ain't looking at this content anyway. It'll probably be back on track after I start dropping some good videos again that folks will actually want to watch. Yeah, I don't even like Subway normally. Yeah, it's weird. Even though I'm eating healthier, it doesn't make me eat Subway more, to be honest with you. Spicy Italian sandwich. I don't think I've had that before because I like the spice. I was here because I was actively seeking out more content like Divinity Original Sin and CRPGs like that. Like I was watching Mortismo Game before Wrath of the Righteous came out, and his channel blew up. Yep. Yeah, his channel really blew up from that. Honestly, I was able to ride some of that wave as well, so it was really good for me. But definitely, I wasn't in a position to take advantage of it the way he was. And honestly, it was interesting watching the way he was able to take advantage of it, because now I know when I am in that position, I know exactly what to do, how to just hit, and pull everything that I want out of a particular situation. So really interesting to see. Kek, what's going on, man? How are you? That actually sounds pretty good.
What say you, Inquisitor? Is there aught to be salvaged between these two sad souls?
Naxava grimaces, her lips twitching at the corner of her focus shifts from you to the apparition at your side and back again. In resisting her, you only resist yourself. The Inquisitor's mask tilts toward the roof of the chamber as if she's looking to the gods for her answer.
I've certainly been responsible for worse decisions.
The apparition smiles, even as it begins to unravel at the edges. As the Inquisitor fades, the other entities in the hall screech as if in pain. They advance upon you. I still don't understand in completely what has happened. Who are you? Aleph, you should not be going off by yourself. Go this way. You too. Now you can do it from boom, 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 boom. Yep. All right. Ooh, Warden of Decay. That sounds like somebody we should be dealing with. We're going to give you a little bit of this, and you know what? Gonna drop one of them hammers on you, just in case you're a problem. I'm not sure if you're a problem, but I know after this hammer drops, you won't be a problem. I know that for sure. There we go. The cold cut combo from Subway is pretty good with avocado. Can't really go wrong. Or meatball. That's kind of lazy. I'm definitely looking forward to when Avowal comes out, but we'll see. Hey, you blow up to 12.7K is mad. Hey, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the way it worked out for me. So 2 years, 12,000 subscribers. I don't think you could really be mad at that. So I have big goals for this year as far as what it's going to do for my channel, but really happy with the way things are going thus far. Have you ever played Darkest Dungeon? Nope, don't even know what that is. But some magic cards today. Pulled a Ristic Study in one of the packs, so I'm happy about that, and I got some really good Chinese food. That's awesome. Sounds like it's been a good day thus far. Me, I got no complaints. Been chilling this weekend for the most part. Saw Ant-Man with the wife. Went out with some of her friends. Had a really good time. She enjoyed it, so just chilling, man. Got no complaints whatsoever. Hopefully tomorrow I'll pull my stuff together and finally finish writing up this Hong Kong review so I can get that out. And then I think that'll end my Shadowrun content for now. I do want to play Returns at some point, but playing Hong Kong and whatever the Dragonfall back to back like that, I'm a little burnt out on Shadowrun, so I'm gonna move on. That's part of the reason why I'm playing Harry Potter right now. So once I finish Hogwarts, I think I'm going to circle back and play Forspoken as well. Because there's been so much criticism about that game. I got to see if I concur with it or if I feel like a lot of it's overblown. And then we'll see what happens from there. I feel like I haven't seen any games coming out that are really in my wheelhouse. You know, CRPG, turn-based type of games. The only thing that would come close, I can't remember the name of this game, but there's this turn-based JRPG that just came out recently, but the art style is too cartoony to me. Like I hate playing as like little figures or little kids. Like that stuff just doesn't appeal to me. So it's kind of in my wheelhouse, but not something that I'm really all that into. I just saw a message though that the beta for Diablo 4, I guess, is going to come out. I've actually never played Diablo before, and I'm wondering if maybe that's something I want to dive into. I'm not sure. We'll see. It's a roguelike RPG game that has a Lovecraftian theme. The story isn't good, but I think you like more in-depth story. I do. I'm a fan of that. Only thing I'm usually don't like about roguelites is one of my real pet peeves in gaming is backtracking. I hate feeling like I've already cleared an area, but I've got to come back to this area just to do one thing, and the game forces me to do that. And that's kind of mentally how I feel about a lot of roguelites. Like you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and it's hard to make me feel like it's really different. I played Hades some. I didn't finish it, but I played Hades. Really, really enjoyed that, and it kind of broke through some of that for me. I still didn't like it enough that I would actually finish the game, but for what it was, I enjoyed it. Good thing about Mortismo, at least I know he plays the entire game no matter what, so his reviews are legit. Yeah, that's the thing with me. If I can't finish the game, then I don't review it. Like, there's been a couple of games where I talked about it on the channel, or I even dropped impressions videos, but you never saw a review because I didn't finish the game, so I'm like, I'm not going to review it. Forspoken's dialogue. It's not good. That's the nice thing I had to say about its story. Interesting. The story is good. Diablo is good, but they have said Diablo 4, they will have microtransactions. Interesting. I'm going to be the odd man out. I like Diablo 3 better than 1 and 2. Why 3? If you never played Diablo, I take you never played Path of Exile? Nope, never. Darkest Dungeon is extremely hard, and you have to micromanage every fight. You could die easily. Did you ever play Hell's Gate London? Nope, never played that. What is that? That's a shame. Wielding an umbrella to protect stuff from rotten fruit and vegetables. So why do most people not like Diablo 3 in comparison to the first two? But then she smiles. It's a small expression, hardly present, but recognizable all the same.
I appreciate your efforts here. I do not fully understand them, but I can appreciate them.
Are you complete then?
I think not. I feel hollow. Flat somehow. Perhaps I am now all that remains of me. But 'tis enough.
Interesting. So I get the feeling I kind of screwed this up some. She peers at her palms as she answers. The things I saw during the trial, were they real?
To you and me? To us? Yes. Were they reflective of historical fact? Of that, I am unsure.
You don't know?
Imagine a nightmare from which you cannot wake. Imagine that it holds you captive for 1,000 years. After you woke, would you be so certain of which horrors had occurred before you slept and which had not?
You're holding on to a dead dream. Ingwith is long gone.
Were that it not so. I believe we represented this world's best chance for lasting peace. For enlightenment.
Your world was a vindictive one, haunted by paranoia and suspicion. You could never have brought peace to Aora.
1 and 2 use a point system for skills. You have to invest these points in your skills, and I just hated that. So what did Diablo 3 do? That was different. Hellgate was another action RPG that was sort of a design test for Diablo 3 for some of the devs. Honestly, like the gameplay better. Diablo 3 is very simplified compared to Diablo 2. Class builds were pretty samey. Interesting. So, did Diablo 3 have less classes than 2? Like, what made it more simplified in comparison? I'm just curious about the historical perspective because I see so many people talking about Diablo, especially Mortismo Gaming. Black Fist, what's going on, man? Always good to see you. Thank you for the $10. Great content. I just started playing Shadowrun Dragonfall. Ooh, and I'm enjoying it. Thanks for the review. My pleasure, man. Glad you enjoyed it thus far. I really, really enjoyed making content and trying to give that game some shine. It definitely deserves more attention, more people playing it. I can't believe I had never heard about that series before. Really, really enjoyed going through it. Diablo 3 was just like, boom, you get this ability. No need to invest points. Some people love Diablo 2 phonetically and will argue or debate with you forever, close to Warhammer Battletech fans. Interesting. So is any information out regarding how the fourth one is going to handle systems and what it's going to be like? Is there any sort of expectation? Diablo 3 was okay for what it was. So Boss Page, did you prefer the first two? Were you fans of Diablo at all before 3 came out? I need your help.
I certainly owe you a boon. How might I balance the scales?
Help me slay an ancient dragon.
'Twill be done. I shall render you whatever aid I am able.
The apparition shimmers and falls apart as what remains of Naxiva X Current joins itself to you. Boom, boom. Y'all gonna give me an exit? Yes, the Shattered Passage. And with that, I believe, bleep, beep, 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 beep. That's all, folks. Time to go kill us a dragon. D3 gave you all skills as you leveled, so it was completely dependent on gear to differentiate yourself. Oh, well, that sounds rough.
My aid when it's required.
Excellent. Hey, can we say anything else to her? Or is that it?
You've my aid when it's required.
And here we go.
You returned from your interrogation.
Essentially, you unlocked all, and it was pretty limited how you could actually build. I didn't play the first two. I was too young and didn't get the chance. 2 was still my favorite, but 3 was plenty good by the end, and I thought an honest attempt to evolve the genre. Compared to games like Titan Quest, Grim Dawn, and of course Diablo 2, it was kind of shallow. Plus, the end game was super grindy, and once you hit 10 million damage, there isn't much else to do. Interesting. I didn't like the skill point system. I don't know what Grim Hollow is. Not familiar with that, but that's interesting. Now, Diablo, you're supposed to play with other people, right? Or is it really meant where you could do it either way, by yourself or with a team? Or is it like Borderlands where you can play it alone, but it's significantly more fun with a team? I really like the story of Diablo, demons and angels fighting for Middle Earth. I'm a big fan of that kind of art design. Darkest Dungeon, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, great art. Makes me feel old knowing people nowadays don't remember Diablo 2 and dial-up before that. See, I'm 38, so I'm probably in the age range where I should have played Diablo 1 and 2, but I wasn't allowed to play video games when I was a kid, so it is what it is. Either way. Interesting. Renhader's gaze pierces you.
Then she will aid you against the worm?
Her attention lingers on Naxiva. I have every confidence in her will and her strength.
I've little doubt. But is that enough to finally end the monstrosity below?
Of those, I'd say Borderlands style. Interesting. Okay. Could I have just went on ahead and went down there? Probably so, right? All right, but now we don't have to because we got all these people. More fun with people.
Greetings again, walker between worlds.
Interesting. Well, might be a situation where when it comes out, especially if the beta is coming out, if there's some others who are playing the beta, I might just have y'all join in. We'll just all run it.
Was there something else you wish to ask?
Can you tell me more about these Echo Realms? So wait, I've got all the people, right? So I should be able to jump down?
I can tell you of but 3. There are others, but they exist beyond my count.
36. I look 26 and I feel 76. That's awesome. Still okay with art books, monster manuals, etc. Oh my God. I used to go to GameStop, and every time I buy a game, I'd get the little book manual, the FAQ that would show you how to do all this stuff, like just automatically. Because half the time I just love the art, and I love being able to read more about the game, even if I had finished it. I used to basically buy everything I could. Looking back, it was ridiculous. But, you know, that was before game FAQs. trailer. The Diablo 4 trailer. Yeah, holy crap. Much. I don't know what BA stands for. I remember reading the books in the case of the strategy guys. I used to get excited. I had some good times playing Diablo 3 with my friends. I would play Diablo 4. I just want to enjoy it. With how awful Activision games have been the last few years, I'm not expecting much out of Diablo 4. Would love to be wrong. So I thought the games were supposedly good. See, I don't play Call of Duty. I don't play Diablo. So I thought the game's supposed to be good, but it's just the stories that come out with the company about the company were bringing things down so much. But you say the games have been crappy as well? Game manual lore was the best. Absolutely.
Each reflects the souls within, spirits adrift upon the calamity that claimed them. Some souls cling more tightly than others. A drowned kingdom of salt and coral. A copper realm, chained in questions. These were here when I arrived. The third realm is young debt. And as hot as a festival flame.
All right. We've already went through these. We don't need to talk about it. Leave. Farewell. Okay, fine. Let's rest first. That probably makes more sense. And Cuttlefish. What does Cuttlefish do? +1 intellect. Oh, yeah, that's perfect for him. Fuck, hell, I get that to myself, too. Rest.
Lady, huh? You deserve better, Captain.
There we go. Now, save. Well, let's get this done. My goal is to get this DLC done before our streaming session ends so that we can move forward to the end game and finally get into Divinity Original Sin 2. Ren Hader looks towards you with faintly burning eyes.
You have guarded yourself thoroughly in the determined souls of this place. You intend to go below?
Will you help me below? The spirit frowns, a slight tick twisting the right corner of her mouth. Her nostrils flare.
I swore an oath. I must guard the way. An oath all the more crucial if you fail.
Fine, whatever. I remember Final Fantasy games with all those discs. I never played Final Fantasy 7, but I played 8, and it had all those discs, and it was crazy. They made a Jesus game? What is it called? Yes, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. The Guardian nods and peers down into the hole.
Once you descend, you will be much closer to the Void's heart. There's no returning from that place. Are you certain of your course?
Jump, not even a little. Nah, I am.
May the gods favor you. Give the beast a few new holes for me.
End dialogue. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, I never played Baldur's Gate when it needed discs. How many discs did it take? Well, what's this?
Use this. It will chain your foe as I was chained.
Come, Watcher. The fury of the Godhammer is ready. Prepare yourself for a tidal wave like none you have ever seen.
What is going on? Ba-da-da. Da-da-da. Ooh. Hello, lady. The beast's blazing eyes glare down at you. Her spiritual presence beats upon your face like the heat from an open blast furnace.
You came courting oblivion. Remarkable.
A lot. 6 or 7. Yeesh. Wow, I'm going to have to see the trailer for that game. I can't. That game is never going to see the light of day. I doubt Steam is even going to carry it. Who remembers disc swapping? Oof. I'm glad it's gone.
In the souls of the dead, have you? I sense them clinging to you like snails to a stone.
Last weekend, no, it wasn't even last weekend. It was like Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. I finally bought the new Xbox Series X because I didn't realize there are now completely different release dates for games depending upon whether it came out on old hardware or new hardware. And so I really wanted to be able to play Hogwarts Legacy with my wife because she's a huge Harry Potter fan. And I didn't realize with the Xbox 360 I would have to wait until April to do that. So I went to get a new one, and my wife was horrified by the design of the new Xbox because there's no disc tray. And she's like, wait, I can't put a disc in? And I'm like, no, babe, you don't need a disc. Like, there are no game discs being sold anymore. She was absolutely horrified by that. Yeah, this girl walking on barefoot chatting, a demon arm, and she stands there plastic, then she just ducks. And as she ducks, another army is revealed, and they spear their advanced demons. Just, wow, so good. That's awesome. Yeah, die mid-swap. Everyone is a huge Harry Potter fan. And of course, I'm chasing rolling. Wow.
It matters not. Nothing matters. I shall claim your essence and use it to escape this place.
Why are you doing this?
Why wouldn't I? Would you not? Were you trapped here? Would you not strive to escape this monotonous void?
You again claim to be trapped here, but I fought you at Harbinger's Watch.
You witnessed the pull of this place. I cannot escape its gravity. Not without more essence. I've taken what I dare from the echoes. Despite their resilience, they remain victims of this place.
How do you propose to take my essence?
In the eldest manner. Via consumption. The relic shall contain your spirit, shielding it against the white void. You shall survive, after a fashion.
Which relic would that be? She waves a claw towards the object floating above the pedestal between you and the dragon. Palpable energy pulses from it.
It's always the glowing ones that cause the trouble, ain't it?
Absolutely, Robert. It completely destroys GameStop. And that's by design. They wanted to cut into that market. I think that's part of the reason Xbox was so comfortable with having Game Pass set up the way it does, the way it is. I feel like that's an attack on the GameStop model where they are allowing people to purchase games, for $4, $5, whatever. Xbox says, well, hey, why don't we just keep them on our platform paying this monthly cost, and we'll give them essentially that same service. And they have found that business model to be very effective.
The anchor. It persists here. When all other things decay to dust. I came here for it. An object of such potency that it defies the deified.
You sought a power to rival the gods. Why?
My own protection. They destroy that which threatens their dominion as they did those who came before me. As they would have you, had you not cast yourself into this void.
Who do you mean by those who came before you?
My elders. When I was yet young, 3 dragons of inimitable prowess ruled these seas. So impressive were they that the gods enlisted them in defending their great working. The elders accepted, and then they vanished. The gods had betrayed them, entrapped them, murdered them.
Do you know how long you've been down here? The beast's nostrils flare. She arches her back, her wings flexing and twitching towards the tips.
Years, decades, it matters not.
Try centuries.
Centuries.
The dragon drops to all 4 paws, her head bowing slightly.
I expected a century, but not multiple.
Why haven't you given up? Her head twists fluidly, angling first one eye down upon you, then the other. With a prolonged grinding crunch, her left rear claw digs into the ice.
You ask why I do not allow myself to die? Are you so eager to meet your own end, knowing that nothing awaits beyond? I will happily introduce you, if you so desire.
Have you considered taking the fight to Remigrand?
Do battle with the beast of winter? To what conceivable end?
She leers at you, Bluff. If you're so great and powerful, killing a little old god shouldn't be too tough. Her head swings down, a single blazing eye casting its light across your features.
Do you mock me, little kith?
Bluff. Not at all. You've been in Remigan's home for all of this time, and he hasn't been able to kill you yet, has he?
It does not follow that he fears me. Still, it is curious.
Her head rises, canting slightly as she considers your words. Bluff. I'm happy to help if you need the assistance.
Do not think that I don't recognize what you intend with your words, little one.
She growls, long and low.
Still, if I am to move against him, it needs be now at the height of my prowess.
The dragon raises her head, straightening.
I've no more time to waste on you. A god requires slaying.
That's awesome! Yo! Yo! She's gonna go fight Remigan? Oh, snap. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I'm not hungry.
Uh-oh. Whoa! I'm getting nostalgic over everything we're talking about right now. Thankfully, buying a video game was so... Escape the white void. Have we come to the end? Looks like it. Just about. Excellent. So rare I didn't have to worry about the memory card shortage. I had a total of 2 memory cards. Oh, that's for if you had a PlayStation. I always mess with Xbox. Talking about that tide of memories. I wonder what odds you're going to take with the dragon. There was never any doubt. Come on now. If you knew there was the option to have her fight Remigan, you should have known that's what I'd have her do. You just cause an apocalypse? Hopefully.
Alive. This place sure as hell ain't the gentle promise of Gon's reaping, is it? We're at the very heart of Reamer Gon's void.
She died. He calls the dragon to commit suicide. No apocalypse. We'll see. Streams of essence snake through the space around you. The only splashes of color in an otherwise infinite blank expanse of whiteness, the colorless earth, or perhaps ice, rises from impossible depths into blended spires, each worn away by incessant wind.
You there. You.
The distorted figure waves an arm at you. The other hangs limply at its side. Little remains of the spirit, its form largely smooth, featureless by the wind.
Don't suppose you, know the way?
The figure drags one leg behind it, furrowing the snow. Though turned towards you, its eyes seem empty of recognition. The way where?
To the beast of winter. Only the beast of winter can provide us the respite we're looking for.
The beast of winter can release us from the white void?
Yes. Sweet release. Yes, release and annihilation. The winds will eat you with time, sure, but the beast makes it quick. Chop.
Remigan and I have an understanding. He'll let me go.
And take me with you. You can take me with you, right? To the beast, I mean? Or maybe further?
Are all your ghost friends this chatty? Maybe not knowing is better.
Sure, come along then.
Truly? Thank you kindly, good soul. Thank you.
Slandered uses Jedi mind trick. It was super effective. Dragon Ball style. We'll see. I might still have to fight the dragon. Or maybe it's just going to make Remigan even more upset with me. The soul shambles towards you, hand outstretched as the frigid wind rises. Ooh!
Good Lord alive. This wind will reap you sure as Gon's sharpened sickle.
This is not cool. All right, let's go up here. Ooh. Oh, that is not cool. Charge. Come on now. Get to it. Reap. Reap. Oh, snap. Reap that too, but you. Let's get a little of this going because they're trying to come from behind, and we're not going to have that. Did you? Oh, you did? Okay. What's the problem? Let's do it again. Let's do it. Oh, wait. No, but he needs more focus for that. And Olaf is getting thoroughly hit up. Oh, my God. We're all getting hit up. This is not cool. When you plan to start firing, bro? Why are you so slow with the muzzle? All right. I don't think this is a place for traps anyway. So let's just go ahead and just get to moving. Why isn't... I swear it was showing some blue. There we go. We're going to have to start pop. Let me grab it. Why can't you pull that off? Thank you. Okay, cool.
We got trouble, folks.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Boom, 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 boom. Why can't you do anything? Why can't you use your powers? What's the problem? White wins, cannot use hostile abilities. 12 seconds? Seriously? All right. Here, let's do that. And let's pause the crap out of y'all. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna, you need to back up and use one of these. Oh, nice, Rob. Thank you for the gifted membership. KK, welcome to the membership section, man. I don't know if you were on when I mentioned it last time, but we're currently in the midst of a Kingmaker playthrough, so they're about 4 episodes up in the membership section. Check them out when you get a chance. Can I finally use hostile spells? Still can't. Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. You. Let's go ahead and... Oh, no, she can't use that. And we good? Oof. What's up with the bird? I don't understand why the bird went down to begin with, but okay. Oh yeah, that whole wind thing really makes it harder to heal too, even after you finish a fight. All right. Anything over here? Wait. What was found? Okay. All right. And seems like we're approaching the end. I don't know how ugly this is going to be. So let's go ahead and put it save here. Just in case. Whoa. Ugly. Don't do that to me. This fight will be really hard. The voice of Remagan booms from within the beast of winter. Though the creature's mouth does not move, you hear the god's words in the groaning of the ice that surrounds you.
I demanded you destroy Nariskiras, yet you drove her to the heart of my realm.
The beast hefts the phylactery the dragon left behind. The beast's eyes flash. A wisp of essence curls like smoke from the relic, and it's lost to the void. He throws it to the snow at your feet.
Collect your prize. I am offended by its continued presence here.
Nariskrilla's hope. Gains rightful vengeance. Increases might and resolve by 1 until the end of combat. Each time a party member is knocked out. That's not useful. We're not counting on people being knocked out, except my own personal character who's like no constitution whatsoever. That dragon didn't make it. Should have waited for the party. I said I'd help her. What's the problem?
The force that held the dragon's lair intact is gone. to the void as all things are. Now you stand within my innermost domain, a realm from which none may return.
Didn't you just ask me to get rid of this phylactery?
I'm willing to wager on your sense of self-preservation. It is perhaps the only sense you possess. I told you to kill the dragon Nerisgirlas, and you did not. Perhaps you are not meant to walk among the living.
The beast's eyes flash. It hefts its axe up high and slams it into the ground with a force that almost knocks you off your feet. A sharp crack rends the air.
Shiza, you bow to Nemnok.
Damn, I am going to have to fight him? The Beast of Winter. All right. Well, if I got to fight you, hold on. First, let's get a little bit of this. Unless, are you immune? You're resistant to might afflictions, but you're not immune to it, so you could technically be knocked prone. So we'll try a little bit of that. And then she is going to, I don't know what she's going to do. Here. Let's get close in. That's where we are. She's going to do some of that on you. Ooh, I should use Remigan's own power against them. That's actually kind of funny. We're going to do that. And then you're going to just try to knock him down. Like, hey, you don't have to stand upright like this. And then yeah, he's marked as prey. Here. You're gonna go over here. Ooh, that's not a good way to start. And then what are you gonna do? You could be like, yo, let's make all of us a little bit more tanky. Now that you're over here, though, let's do that. And yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, that's excellent. And then, yep, you'll do whatever you do. And then he just did his. Wait a minute, what's the problem? Why is it you did your thing and we did it with an enhancement and yet it still didn't work? Why isn't Council Heart's hammer dropping down on him? Is he immune? Okay, here, you know what? Let's go a different direction. Let's try this. Let's see if that works. Why won't it let us specifically target him with... Oh, maybe that doesn't work on him. Bah, you are fighting God. Siet, what's going on, man? How are you? Okay, wait. Here. Why isn't it let me target him with anything? I don't understand. But you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Just going to make it simple. Just going to keep it simple. And then focus on the people who are doing the damage. There we go. Oh, crap. I just realized you are getting hit up, bro. And this could be problematic. Ooh, or not. Ooh, he's only hurt. Damn, I was hoping for a little better than hurt. Boom, boom, boom. What is going on with Olive? Girl, if you don't stop playing around with them little pity pat powers. Grants a deflection bonus, sure, why not? He doesn't need deflection bonus, the rest of us do. What's up with Kazaz? You are not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it's my fault. Yep. Is that Council Hot? That's Council Hot. There we go. He just needed another application. I don't know why. And we did a little bit of that. Near death. The god is going down. The god is going down. The god is going down. Absolutely. He's going down again. And that's bleep, 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 bleep. That's all, folks. Okay. More focus. Hold on. Let's all focus, shall we? Bam. There we go. That's one. Shabbily soul, shabbily soul. Let's focus on this one. You. No, first we'll do this. Then you. Yep, that'll work. And what's going? Oh, he's already paralyzed. Excellent job, Aleph. Excellent job. Oh, nicely. That sounds like you had a nice working day. You're tired, but hopefully that means you made some money.
Gobs of spit fall from its mouth. As you watch, a piece of its rotting carcass tumbles to the floor.
Wow, that's awesome. This is what you got him to hurt. Ooh, Frost Fur Mantle. +3 Intimidate. What? +3 grant soul infused. While afflicted, the wearer's defenses are increased. +5 all defenses when afflicted. Nice.
The howling winds resolve into deep, resounding laughter that echoes within your ribs.
You do amuse me, Watcher. The others have that much right.
The beast's eyes glow. The light flickers, then strengthens. And the creature's wounds slowly knit themselves together. The beast stands without effort, and a cyclone of snow rises behind it. The storm grows, crackling like a bivouac, and a howl rises with it. With a feather-light touch, the storm bears you upwards toward a shimmering tear in the sky. Through the tear, you catch a flickering, indistinct shape you vaguely recognize as the Altar of Decline. Remergond expels you from his realm.
What's going to happen to the Harbingers now that the Vidma's closed?
They will leave this place, or they will stay. It matters not. Their end will find them in time, as will yours. Farewell, Watcher of Cad Noah.
The cyclone thrusts you through the portal and back into your body. Your limbs are stiff, having suffered the frigid winds of the breach for quite some time.
Why'd they get the narrator but didn't finish off the rest of Remergand's dialogue?
Rime grows across the breach, bolstered by the frigid winds of the beyond. Soon, the heavy coating of ice has covered the portal entirely, though faint glimmers of light still shine beneath its surface. You can no longer sense the tug of the white void. The breach is closed at last.
Ooh, got a bunch of experience. Brought down a literal guy. Apparently not. Apparently he just knitted himself back together like it was nothing. As you return to your corporal form, you feel a strong pulse of essence from the Eye of Remergand. The blue jewel seems to pull on the Vidma, dragging forth essence from that craw of entropy. The energy swirls around you, then condenses, solidifying into the gear that you found in the beyond. Ooh. Though composed of frigid and cropic incense-giving form, this equipment seems as solid as any other arms or armor, at least so long as you keep the Eye of Remergand near at hand, in dialogue. Well, all right then. And with that, I don't even remember how to get back. Remergand Temple. I assume this is where we need to go. Hey, look at that. We fought Remergand's main avatar and nobody died. Not even me. Yeah, let's go. Ooh, it takes me directly back. Thank you. Return to Harbinger's Watch. Oh, that's right. We got some quests to turn in there, right? Before we leave. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, the burn book grows warm in your pack.
Dusk Speaker! The entire iceberg, it shook as if you had stabbed it. What did you do? Where is Brother Vatnir?
He's decided to join my crew.
Oh, sure. What happened?
I entered the void and communed with the beast of winter.
That's... well, it's incredible. Almost unbelievable. And the Rimmergun's messenger? What became of the dragon?
She tried to fight Rimmergan. It didn't work out for her. The Harbingers exchanged worried glances as a murmur rises among their number.
The messenger is dead? But what of the Wheatmouth?
Wow. You could lie and say the way remains open. With time, the ice will consume the world. Ha 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 ha. The portal's closed. Your iceberg's not going to grow anymore. In time, it'll probably melt. A dozen hooded heads droop in defeat. You can almost hear your own heartbeat in the silence.
Then it's truly over. There's no reason for us to stay here, is there? But what are we to do now?
No, if I continue walking the righteous path. Get off this iceberg. Go now. You have to decide that for yourselves. I hope you do what's right. Some of the Harbingers exchange worried glances while others nod at your words.
Should we perhaps get dinner started?
One of the Harbingers asks another. He's answered with a non-committal shrug. With heads bowed, the Harbingers prayed to the beast of winter. All right, if I remember correctly, there were 2 quests, right? But damned if I remember who provided them. The Coming Storm, that's definitely not it. All the Beast of Winter quests are done. This is the that's the bounty that we couldn't turn in. Potions of Plenty. What's this? Where Neil? Oh, that's the other thing I'm not gonna finish. Return to Niverdeer. Where is Niverdeer? Is she on the map? Brewmaster, Harbingers. I don't remember. Okay. I think there might have been one in here. Let's check. I don't remember. Boom. I mean, it's not like turning in these quests is going to give me anything that I'm going to find actually useful, but still. It's the principle of the matter.
You're a struggler.
No, he doesn't provide anything. And I'm pretty sure there was no other name characters here, right? Yep, none of these people provided. Dug it. Boom, boom. I know there was that one chick standing in the hallway. And I think there was one who was just standing outside, right? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you?
Hello again, Dusk Speaker. See anything that interests?
Nope. Here we go. It's you.
You return. Is it too much to hope that you do so bearing fluid from a rhyme construct?
Here you are.
Fantastic. I can mix it into the first batch immediately.
Here you go.
Fuck out here. Excuse me. I must add this immediately.
25% chance to reflect against acid, disease, frost, and wind attacks. Whoa! That would have been useful. That's really nice.
To the beast of winter.
Uh-oh.
This is certainly something. Spicy, yet sweet. Oh, it's the colors. Sweet Oblivion, Niverdeer. I think you've got something here. Is it? I feel a bit as if I'm in a long ship on a mad sea. God.
He's still sipping. Whoa, is he dying?
Not entirely unexpected. Still, he seemed to enjoy it. For a time.
Oh, snap!
Developed a taste for our drink, have you?
Oh, snap!
For coin or trade. Is there aught you require?
Your beer killed that Harbinger.
Indeed. Rimmergund has called him into oblivion. Far worse ways to go, if I do say so.
Maybe you should take a swig of it yourself.
No. Rimmergund marks our endings. I would never hazard begrudging him the choice.
Never mind. That's wild. That's not cool. If I'd known that, I'm not sure I would have helped you, bro. All right. I think the other one is in one of these dwellings. In fact, I think it's this one. Let's see. Let's find out. There we go. Is it you?
How are you again? I hope the pilgrims have not been too much.
All right. She needed me to wipe out that group that had the pillars next to it that were absolutely decimating me.
Something else you wanted to know?
I killed the pilgrims on the outcrop above.
You killed them? All of them?
Her mouth hangs open. That is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely terrible. They didn't leave me much of a choice.
So many.
Her face falls into her waiting palms.
Foolish Breeze. You asked the Dusk Speaker. What did you expect?
What did you want me to do? They didn't talk to me. They didn't give me a choice. She rubs her forehead.
Here. I've not much coin, but you've done as I've asked, so it's yours.
What's bothering you, Breathe? Perhaps I can help. Her mouth twists, first into a frown, then a grimace. Finally, her gray lips pull into a tight line.
When you did your bloody work atop the flow, did you see a woman, about 30 winters my senior, with skin matching mine and a hair the color of butter?
No, but I wasn't looking. I would have if I'd known to.
That's... sure. That makes sense. I mean, she probably wasn't there. I just asked because... well, because... Still, I suppose it's a good thing for the Watch. You ending the pilgrim threat.
How was it you knew one of the pilgrims?
Ares, my sister, she was always... well, she believed. Truly believed. In a way that I never have. Not that the gods were real. Obviously Rimmergant exists. But that doesn't mean we've taken the right lessons from him. Or interpreted them correctly. Ares was always surer. She's smart. Incredibly smart. Always very interested in souls and machines and the like. But she was also very, very convinced.
Hugging herself, she exhales a ragged breath.
I've wasted enough of your time. I doubt Ares is still alive after all this time. But it would have been nice to have known. For certain. Thacklaut, Dusk Speaker. And farewell.
Expressing gratitude. Enter the Rhinebound Temple. Are you serious? Is this worth it to me?
You must gather your...
How have I not already dealt with that? Oh. It is because I'm going to think about it. I'm sorry, we got to make that run back up. The hell's going on with your chick? Is there a way to get straight up? No, not really, right? We got to go this way. Climb with the ice picks. Let's go. Annoying. It gave me the option to go back down after we got through this, but I was like, why would I do that? If I could just go straight over to the temple, why wouldn't I just go straight over to the temple? Here we go. Rhinebound Temple. This should all be cleared, right? So I don't have to worry about that? Yeah, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. All right. Descend the rope. That should already be done. Hey, no loading screen so far. I'll take it. Come on. Really? 6 signs? I was here. I explored this whole place. Spencer, what's going on, man? I need to boot this game back up. I forgot how gorgeous it all is. Man, this game is fantastic. Definitely a fan. Definitely a fan. All right, hold on. How will we even know a sign if we saw it? Go dog it. Boom. Yep. Anytime now. Boom. Okay. Nope, this is whoa, 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 whoa. She was not here last time.
I know that smell. Beer and furs and fires. It's been a long time since a harbinger made it over the top of the berg.
She turns her attention from the fallen construct and grimaces at you. Aren't you Bree's sister?
Oh no. Don't tell me she's fallen in with the rest of those fools. The harbingers are too soft to worship the beast properly. Me and the other pilgrims found a new faith here, at the top of the berg. A faith that made us strong. It was only a matter of time before they hired someone to stop us. I'll bet the harbingers can't stand how deliciously miserable we are.
Her dry lips peel back in a painful grin. What are you doing up here?
I'm casting off this putrid mortal body of mine and trading it in for something better.
She knocks on the metal carapace of the fallen construct with pride.
By hammering my soul into this wretched instrument, I can become the guardian this temple deserves.
Brit says you were part of a pilgrimage?
It took our best climbers and their scouting bears, but we summited the berg. The things we saw at the top. Even now, my mind is bending around the vision of it.
Her eyes unfixed from the conversation, but she shakes herself back into the moment.
You don't walk away from a climb like that untouched.
What do you prove by turning yourself into a construct?
Prove? How easily an outsider like you misses the point. A construct feels nothing but duty. When simple instructions are your world, pride and self are carved off like glacial ice. Sacrifice and emptiness rule in the white void. It is my honor to give everything I have, everything I am, for the glory of the beast.
I think you're better off returning to Harbinger's Watch.
This place has shown me wonders, and I have no plans to leave. I've seen serpents made of ice encircle the moon. I've seen colors beyond our perception ribbon across the stars. I'm a changed woman, asleep no longer. This bloated husk of mine is bound for the worms, but my soul is made for eternal service.
Religion. Wouldn't the ultimate expression of faith mean letting your body wither and rot over time?
But that will take years. I can't serve the beast and is more like this.
She gestures down at herself.
I hate my limitations, my hungers, my frailty. The beast can suck my marrow and discard me. This is true perfection.
She knocks on the iron shell, this time with more conviction. You're just going to reject everything I suggest, aren't you?
What kind of stake have you got in this anyway?
She rests her hands on her hips and gives you a measuring look.
Just walk away. Tell anyone who asks that you didn't see anything.
I think you're better off returning to Harbinger's Watch.
This place has... I'm a changed woman. Asleep no longer. But that will
okay,
take...
so
just walk away. Tell anyone who asks that you didn't see anything.
Well, good luck. Well, I don't want to help her be a construct, but maybe that's what I need to look at. Sounds like you enjoy being a construct. How can I help?
Are you quite certain that's wise?
You'll help me. That's great. Time to cast this body aside like a...
This sounds like the wrong decision. She rubs her hands together and gestures towards the construct.
The only question is how we go about it.
Now that we've set decency aside, the rest should be simple. You didn't have a plan?
I only just came up with the idea when you strolled in. Haven't exactly had enough time to put all of this to the test. But isn't that in the spirit of adventure? I didn't show up completely empty-handed. I have some of these. And one of these.
From the depths of her pocket, she produces a palm full of Adra shards and twisted lengths of copper, all dusted with lint. Then she unslings a dented mallet from her belt.
Will these help?
This could get you killed, but I suppose that's the point.
There is the spirit. When we're done, you'll swear you've never seen a happier corpse.
Wow, she beams with pride as the two of you get to work. So wait, what? It's automatically having me do it? That's not what I wanted. As hilarious as that is, it's still not what I want. No, I'm not going to play party to this. But it didn't even give me a way to help her, though. How's that supposed to work? Is it not possible to convince her to just go back home without putting herself into a freaking machine? That's not possible?
I know that smell.
Aren't you, Bruce, sister? What are you doing?
You don't walk sacrifice and emptiness.
You think you're better off?
I'm a changed woman.
Religion.
I hate my limitations.
You're just
what
going.
Kind of stake have you got in there? Just walk away. Tell anyone who this place. I'm a changed woman. But that
Okay.
Just walk away.
Good
Tell
luck.
anyone...
So if I just say, well, good luck, it does nothing. I get no quest update. Is that what's happening? So you don't have a choice. You have to put her in that machine.
You here to pull your weight, or just to say how yo?
All right, how can I help?
The only question
You didn't have the plan. It's a start. We'll hope for the best. All right. Maybe there's no way to avoid it. Let's see. We will find out. Boom. All right, let's get out back up here. Back up there. Climb the rope. And make our way back over here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And all right. Descend. Ooh. Okay. Whoops. I didn't use the grappling hook. That was a problem. My bad. But it's fine.
Hey, you worst captain.
It could be worse, Nimnock. Oh, crap. I don't remember. Which one of these was it in? I think it was this one. Boom, 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 boom.
Thayin Heimcomer, Dusk Speaker. Was there something else you wanted to know?
Do you know anything on the temple with the flow of the Vidmont within?
I don't, nay. If anyone can tell you about that, it'd be High Harbinger Vatni.
I found your sister.
You did? Where is she? Is she alive?
She asked me to transfer her soul into a construct, so I did.
She did what? And you let her? I have to go see her.
She blinks rapidly, still process. Was I supposed to just go back and talk to her? All right, look. So first we'll follow this through. Metaphysics. She was a pilgrim and now she's a temple guardian. She'll almost certainly attack you if you find her.
Oh, okay. I understand. Thank you for finding her and helping her, I suppose.
She deflates with a sigh and rubbing her eye with the ball of one hand turns away. Okay. Surely that's not the way that it has to end, right? And was I supposed to just return back to the sitter? To the sister? I really hate this quest. Where is this? Where is this freaking quest? The Last Pilgrimage. Is that what it's called? Yes, okay. What is going on with this quest? Stop showing me ads. You can immediately turn them, which will... You can report to her sister, lying that you died and be promptly slaughtered, but to save her, you must convince her to remain at the watch. Alternatively, you could, to convince Ares, who had a divine type, you need either religion 8, mystic background, pointing out is a better form of worship. You then need religion 15. Huh. Oh. Okay. So I felt the same about this quest. Yeah, Eternal Dreams. I'm looking at this like, come on now. This should not be that difficult. But now I see what's going on. Supposedly, but wait, no, I don't see what's going on. Because they're saying I passed that first check, the religion check, but then there's a second religion check. So the first religion check is an 8. They said the second religion check is 15. But what's your religion? You got a religion of 24. And I got a religion of 1. So it's definitely allowing me to use her religion score. So what's the problem? Why am I not getting the second religion check? Okay, well, luckily, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So let's go down here. Supposedly, if you have that... Why am I going this way? Supposedly, if you have that near in the party, he can give another option as well. So... because I put in enough effort into this quest that now I'm determined to do it properly. We're going to go all the way back, get that near, and then come all the way back again. Ridiculous. All right. Climb the rope. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that big building is the inn, right? So I should be able to switch out a party member over there. And then switch it back. We'll see. All of this wouldn't annoy me so much if they had at least let you know that, hey, there's this this additional quest that you have to do in this area. Like, I've already cleared the whole area. And any reasonable person, once they get to that option, would say, oh, yeah, I'm just going to continue forth and clear it out. Why would you make the extra trip to come back over here? Whatever. Small problems. Small problems in a big game. Let's see. Where you at?
Hello
Okay.
again. What
I need
have
supplies, but not really. What I need is this. Who am I getting rid of? Here, fine.
Farewell.
Where's the Vatnir dude? Where are you? Here we go. Come on, bro. Let's make this happen. Let's make it happen, Captain. All right, now we got to go all the way back. Boom. Okay. Where is it? Here we go. Use the ice picks. Oh, wait. Climb the rope? Okay, cool. Climb the rope it is. I swear they should have said use the ice picks. But whatever. For like the third or fourth time, we're going to go back over here and back into this freaking temple and hopefully finish this freaking quest so I can move on with this freaking game. And descend the rope. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Because as soon as we get done with this, we're heading straight back to Nekataka. And what was that? That was interesting. Okay. It like showed me a scene for no reason. Anyway, let's go back in here.
Priest lady, Nemnock needs healing.
Nemnock needs healing. Okay. Yep, you. All right, we're gonna do a quick save in case we screw this up. Now let's see.
That smell. Beer and fires and fires.
Aren't you Briss'
Oh, no,
sister?
the Harbingers. It was only a matter of time.
What are you doing up
by
here?
hammering my soul into this
Briss
wretched
said you're
instrument
part of the
took out the things
pilgrimage.
you don't walk
What do
away
you
from a
do
climb like
by
that.
proving?
A sacrifice and
I think you're
emptiness
better off
these places.
returning.
I'm a changed woman, but that
Religion.
will take years. I hate my limitations.
That near, don't you think her asceticism would be an inspiration to the other harbingers? That near blinks in surprise. His mouth falls open, closes, then opens again with a ragged cough.
Absolutely. We'd certainly benefit from the perspective of one so well acquainted with life on the dead flow.
Nice offer. But I doubt I could dig the snow out of a heart.
Oh, are you kidding me? All right, you're just going to reject everything I suggest, aren't you?
What kind of stake have you gotten? Just walk away. Tell anyone who asks, this place. I'm a changed woman. Asleep no longer. Worry not. In time.
Are you serious? So that's just like a statement from him, but it doesn't actually convince her to do anything. Why? Why is it not allowing me to use her religion score? I'm confused. I like how Vatnir is just a con artist. It is pretty awesome. Like, what the hell? She's got a 24. Let me make sure I'm reading this right again. Alternatively, you can reunite the sisters. To convince Iris, who had a divine revelation, blah, blah, you need religion 8 or the mystic background, or insight 10 or a laborer descendant background. All right, so we got that with the religion 8. Then you need either religion 15, a mystic background, or a monk class, or diplomacy 14 to persuade her to accept herself. That near can be used to make a case that she can inspire other harbingers, resulting in an amusing response, but not her actually agreeing to do anything. So this 24 should help, right? It should. I'm so confused. Like, I feel like maybe the answer is supposed to be I'm supposed to add on more religion, but even that doesn't make sense. I'm confused about why they're not letting me get the option.
You here to pull your weight, or just to say
I think
how
you're
this
better
place
off.
I'm a changed woman, but that will take. I hate my limitations, my hungers.
You know what?
Worry not.
We're letting this quest go. I'm not going to assist in destroying her little sister's heart. So we're just going to let this quest go. Religion 15 with party assist to you. See, I feel like the other checks haven't worked that way. I feel like the other checks haven't needed party assist. My beast, I tried? What? What just happened? And why did it... Aris perished at the Rhymebound Temple. Though I doubt she'll welcome the news, Brith will certainly want to hear of her sister's fate. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. See, that's the only other thing I don't like about this game too, is that there's nothing that cleanly shows you, hey, this increases. Yeah, it shouldn't be necessary. But here, hold on. My question, do I have other things that increase religion? I probably do. But nothing that's going to grant like a huge increase. This is not worth it. There probably is some really good stuff that I'm not using though, but this quest is not worth it. I'm done. I'm not doing this. I'm not even going back to our sister because we already see her response when she essentially considers her sister to be dead. So you know what? It's fine. If you want to know the way that quest should resolve, you're more than welcome to look it up online. We are moving on with this playthrough. Thank you very much. It is time to return to Nekataka. Maybe a potion or drug increase? Probably. Like, there's probably a combination of items and potions and drugs that I could use to get the 15. It's just not worth it to me. Absolutely not worth it to me. And I do not like the way that quest is constructed at all. Boop. Continue. Descend. I press descend. Why is that open? There we go. I'm straight. Excellent. All right. What's the way out? Can I go out here? Yes, we can go out here. Finally, after all this time, we are ready to begin the end game. Let's go out to Deadfire Archipelago. Okay. Let's go to Nekataka. What's this? Oh, you know what? You know what we never went to? Where is the ship of something like Ship of Nowhere or something like that? We never looked at that. But apparently none of these ships are it. I don't feel like I'm missing any. Real Deadfire Captain. There's like I forgot. It's something nowhere. Something or everything. Something along those lines where it's like a DLC ship where you can buy things. But oh well, whatever. Let's go. I did that every time I did that quest. I got frustrated and left it. Yeah. No. Not interested at all. It is whatever. Oh, I got plenty of okay, so still high. Wait a minute. Why is my morale going down? Am I depending on water? I am depending on water. Do I have any other drinks? It looks like the answer is no. Oh, here. Here you go. And this. Yeah, let's use that for now, actually. Oh, in fact, we're going to use that. Map. And this actually goes here. There we go. And then this here. And then what's about that? Nothing. They like pork too. Let's help keep up that morale. Aged shark meat. We are not getting rid of shark meat at all. And a bunch of unique items. Yeah, exactly. I actually never looked at that ship. So I wanted to, but guess I won't get to it because I don't know how to find it. I don't see it on the map anywhere. What's this? Yep. Just a regular one. Why are you stopping, bro? Let's go. What's this? Unaffiliated. Oh, wow. Ooh. Let's dismiss you and get Aleph back. There we go. Accept that. I don't think any of them need to rest. So we're just going to get right into it. Boom. Okay. I don't know where we start the Rautai quest line, but I assume it's in the Brass Citadel, so let's go there. I don't even remember what you have to do for them in order to start this up. But I assume we have to destroy the other groups in some sort of way. It's called Deck. Yep, Deck of Many Things. That's exactly what it's called. Okay. And that, and Royal Death Final Maneuver. The Hazunai. Okay. I think I get to her through here, right? Stop wishing that upon me, bro. Here we go. Oh, wait. Is time of day a problem? Looks like no.
Rautai needs a reprieve from the the storms, and Deadfire needs order. And I need your help more than I like to admit.
She bites down hard on the bit of her pipe.
Are you ready to join forces once and for all?
I'm with you no matter what.
Then you must kill Queen Ukaizo II.
Whoa!
Oh, what a relief to finally see that bottle uncorked.
Wait, which queen was that?
Hey. Eyes wide, she waves her hands in the air, an obvious signal of distress.
Are you to decide the fate of nations, Karu? And the lives and deaths required of them? Oh, this sounds disturbingly familiar.
Olaf shakes his head at the Hazunai.
I don't ask this lightly, but while the Queen holds court, pirates and Valian profiteers close in, and my countrymen back in Rawatai see their homes and crops washed away by storms. I know this puts you in a difficult position, but it comes down to this: the continued decline of your homeland, or its sudden transformation. This is the only way to forge a stable future for Rawatai or the Deadfire. And I need you to help us achieve it.
She's as still and rigid as a wooden hand. What exactly is your plan?
On my signal, the cannons of the Brass Citadel will fire, and our ships will bombard Queen's Birth. That should draw enough attention away from the palace to allow you to infiltrate.
Her shoulders relax, and there's an intent gleam in her eye.
And if I know the Queen, she'll wait out the danger on the roof of the palace.
She nods to herself before looking back at you.
I advise caution and stealth. The Queen will send many of her soldiers to the harbor, but those that remain will be on high alert.
You're going to attack a harbor full of innocent people?
We are going to sink Valian ships and damage their infrastructure. Trust me, I want to avoid casualties. I'm sending you to assassinate the Queen because I don't want to massacre her people.
She lowers her head, watching you for understanding. What about my ship? It's docked at Queen's Birth.
My cannoneers are the very best. Your ship will not be damaged.
And the prince?
Attacking him will likely raise the alarm, and the Queen is your main target. Still, losing him would be a blow to the Huana, should it come to that.
We're doing this right now?
I cannot let this opportunity escape us, or risk word getting out.
Got it.
And there's no time to lose.
She nods to a soldier standing outside the door, who salutes and hurries away.
That's the signal. We'll maintain the distraction until you've completed your task. If you need to rest and prepare, the barracks below are open to you. Meet me at the docks outside when you've finished. Good luck.
She crosses her arms over her chest in a final salute. That is rough. That is super rough. We gotta go kill the Queen. Damn, yeah. If I play this again, we're definitely siding with the Huana.
You worst captain.
Ooh. You received a message from Palagina. I regret to inform you that due to your recent hostile actions toward the Valian Trading Company, I am obligated to return to my superiors and give them a full accounting of our time together. I will not be returning. If you have any concerns or complaints about my service, please direct them to the Duchess Sprinto.
The ends justify the means.
Oof.
Sometimes you've got to do
Where are
things
the walls?
you don't want to do.
The artillery.
The Huana have a paradise.
Rough. Oof. Certainly doesn't feel like we're the good guys. This seems like a horrible plan.
Kill any intruders. Mind, we take no chances tonight.
Ah, well.
Royal before.
It's a nice thought.
Time for everything.
Also, R.I.P. Palagina. Hey, she's not dead. She's just leaving us. Jeez. Jeez, Boss Page. All right.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, there's a way up.
Of course.
Oops.
Afraid not, Captain. Moe.
Wait, are we the bad guys? I think we are. I think we kind of are. It kind of feels that way, to be honest with you.
Hey, watch out.
Boom, boom, whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all see the bad guy? Come on now.
Still got it.
Why am I looting these people? There's no chance they're giving me anything that I'm actually going to want to use.
We got trouble, folks.
Oof, oof. There's a lot of these people. This calls for a little bit extra. Let's do that again just in case. Hey, she bailed. She's dead to us. Excellent. Go upstairs.
Still as a pond.
All right, let's see if we can sneak the rest of the way. We're not getting past them. It is what it is. Good Lord. Surely all of you people don't want to be involved. Oh man. There's actually really is a lot of you. Let's turn on that. Let's do that again. Come on now. There we go. Yep. Uh-huh. And now you. Oh, I really hate doing this to you, Queen. Really, I love how Alcat and these guys just had people explode at the strawberry jam on critical deaths. It is a very satisfying feeling when you don't feel like you're killing the people who probably actually belong here. I'm sure Ukaizo is not going to have anything nice to say to us.
I say that the days of shielding myself behind polite smiles are at an end.
Ukaizo curls her lip in a restrained snarl. This ending was pretty awesome, playing as a Rautai with Maya as a love interest. Yep, that's kind of what I'm doing here, but still. Boss Page, which one did you do?
To stand against a countryman is a terrible thing. May the sea open its maw to swallow you.
Rautai will protect the Deadfire. It doesn't have to end this way. Surrender and outlive your reign.
I would give myself to the sea before I allowed my homeland to be wrested from the tribes. This is your mistake to regret. Consider your choices from Tangaloa's maw.
Gesturing to her attendants, Ukaizo moves to attack. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you went solo. Interesting.
I curse you by all the powers of the Deadfire.
I did this without anyone's help. That was a possibility. This is the Queen. Oh man, are we leaving the prince alive? Oh, she's down already? Rough. Ooh, look at the werewolf. Your kids will make a fine cloak. That's awesome. Hey.
That's been a long time coming. Good work, Captain.
Hope this does less harm than good, but I don't see it.
Yeah. Don't feel all that great about that. +1 intellect, +1 perception, +10% accuracy, -10% recovery time for 5 seconds when critically hit. Very nice, very nice. Well, at least we got some decent gain out of that.
Royal blood on my hands.
We've put the Huana at the mercy of Rautai.
I fear we've done a great injustice.
Oof. Rough. You know, I was just looking at a game. I was downloading it at 20 megabytes a second. Figured, damn, back in the day, I'd be lucky to get one. Nice. There we go. That's what you would have picked, 3. Ooh, the burn book grows warm in your pack. Oh, I forgot. I should have talked to her before I even left. Atsura approaches, sidestepping the twitching bodies and pools of blood. His expression is carefully inscrutable until he meets your eye.
It's a terrible shame, this dreadful waste of life. Still, the skirmish here will forestall much longer, bloodier battles in the future. I hope that comforts you as much as it does me.
He eyes you, a carefully sympathetic frown on his face.
Our soldiers have taken control of the district, and will do the same throughout Meketaga. The prince has fled, but there is little he can do now. The queen is dead, and the seat of power in Deadfire is ours.
Coming from him, this is a simple statement of fact. You detect no triumph or elation in his manner. You're responsible for the welfare of all Deadfire now, not just Rautai.
And we shall see to it.
He nods gravely.
As for your passage to Ukaizo, Karu can introduce you to your conveyance. She shall meet you at the Brass Citadel by the docks.
His eyes brighten with mirth.
I shall return to my office in the Brass Citadel once I've seen to matters here.
He crosses his forearms over his chest and nods once. Rough. Did you kill the queen? Yes, I did. I killed everyone and joined the pirates. Nice. I've actually never joined the pirates here. I think one time I did Valian, and I've done Rautai, but I don't think I've ever joined the pirates. The alone ending fell flat only because the quest for the faction seemed kind of less meaningful for me, and Deadfire is left in chaos for the most part. Don't get me wrong, it was good overall. Interesting. Ooh.
You did it. You really pulled it off.
Hazunoi Karu is grinning fiercely, her pipe clamped between her stained teeth. She starts to clap you on the back, but pulls you into a bone-crushing hug instead. The musky smells of gunpowder and white leaf waft off of her.
You've given Rautai a future. Thanks to you, we have only to seize it.
Still grinning, she clenches her left hand into a fist. The other soldiers are doing their best to remain at attention, though they can't help but exchange glances and whispers with one another, nervous and excited at the same time. You have a responsibility to do right by the people of Deadfire, too.
We'll clear out the pirates, establish bigger ports, and regulate the sale of luminous Adra. Deadfire will be every bit as safe and orderly as the rest of our empire. You have my word.
She nods solemnly, holding your gaze.
But if our efforts are to mean anything, then we must get to Ukaizo. Come, it's time you saw what Okaya's engineers have been working on.
Old girl in Deadfire. Yep, that's the pirate leader that's most fun.
Establish a foothold in Deadfire, and I promised you a way to Ukaizo.
Okay, so Boss Page, you enjoyed the pirate ending? Interesting. I might have to experience that one day. What do you wait quietly?
Our engineers at Sayuka have developed a one-of-a-kind vessel that will give us mastery over the seas, and you a means to reach Ukaizo. I give you the blade of Takoa.
The waters below roil, and a dark shape begins to surface. Nah, I ain't siding with Ferrante. Ain't no way in hell. Never.
Thanks to our engineers' dedication and Ivera's magic, The Blade of Tekoa can travel beneath the water. The storms of Undra's mortar won't stop you. They won't even touch you.
Karoo glows with pride and satisfaction. What happens now?
You'll go to Ukaizo. If our predictions are correct, there should be a way for you to disable the storms somewhere on the island.
Focused once more on the mission before her, she grows thoughtful and intent.
Once you've done that, the rest of our ships can secure it. And you can face Aethys.
The ghost of a smile lingers in her face. Her eyes are bright with exhilaration.
The ship will be waiting for you at Queen's Berth. Try it out. See how it handles. Once you're ready, we'll follow you to Undra's mortar. In the meantime, I'll be at Serpent's Crown. We've both got our work cut out for us.
3, it does appear that this is indeed a submarine. She crosses her arms over her chest and gives you a final nod. Michael, what's going on, man? How are you? I just got it. Slandered is doing some war across the Gothic. Yeah, Eternal Dreams. There's no way. There's no way I could be party to that. So wait, is that... Interesting. So we only take 6 crew members. So wait, I need 2 cannoneers. Anyway, my best cannoneers. You. And sure, you. You get a cannoneer, 4 deckhands, and a helmsman. They don't need a boatswain? Yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? Okay, fine. Navigator. You are a surgeon. You are a deckhand. You're also a deckhand. You're a cannoneer. Might have a better one. Deckhand. Cook. Cook and a cannoneer. Helmsman and a navigator. Deckhand. And we're good. How do you choose which one is supposed to be assigned to it? Whatever. Let's see. Let's remove these 2. Oh, I can't remove this. God dog it. Oh well. Boom, boom, boom. And that should be all, folks. Cool. Looks silly. You already killed one guy, was killed another that's already killed you. I'm sorry, but whenever I see a submarine, hear about a submarine, my mind immediately goes to the Beatles. I'm not familiar with their music. Why does it make you think of that? What do you feel like after building your ship and crew all this time? You lose a lot in return. I try to be negative, but I wanted my huge crew that always roll with me. That's basically how I felt when I tore this thing apart. Like, wait a minute, this doesn't seem all that great, but what? Okay, we're gonna roll with it. All right, leave by sea, correct? Yeah, sure. I'm absolutely a nutty squirrel, though. Is that active chip? Yep. The sub is an active. Thank you. Yep. I made sure I did it. Pretty cool. I'll assume I missed much and I'm back. What's going on, Jason? Yep. We're at the very, 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 very end. Bobby, what's going on? How are you, man? You said you're sub to active ship? Yep, it's the active ship. We all live in a yellow submarine. oh, that's the song there. Is interesting. You know, I kind of hate that I was so set on doing the evil playthrough, being a follower of Scan and all, but I just couldn't join Ferrante. Some things are just a little too far. Oh, hold on. Before we move on, let's go ahead. Where's that thing? What does it look like? Lady of Sparrow's mad. Ah, here we go.
I saw how you handled yourself on Galloway's withdrawn Middle Island. My brother's nature demands that he craves self-sufficiency, but he is no different from the rest of us. He relies on a healthy flow of essence. Now that the flow is restored, I will see to it that he remembers his place in our hierarchy. I have you to thank for that much. I notice my brother's frozen corner of the beyond is quieter than usual. The doors of the Veetmouth have slammed shut. We made it out of the White Void intact. Has anything you witnessed on the other side informed your opinion of the mortal world?
I learned the extent of Ingwithan treachery from King Wingaro Owaturi.
So you have. Is it any wonder that the Juana don't pay us the same homage as the Glenfathers? Their ancestral memory is thick with resentment. Anything else?
I saw how gods and mortals can cooperate through Widewind's eyes.
If you can call that cooperation. As long as you realize that mortals are tools to serve our ends, I will not call your lesson wasted. Anything else?
Naxiva showed me how time erodes one's purpose.
That is only true to a point. We built the wheel to strengthen mortal essence, and every passage through the cycle enriches the life that comes after.
Took the week off, but tomorrow I have to go back to work. But I'm fine because my neighbor has 3 little puppies and it's just so cute. That's awesome. I got no complaints, man. Spent some time with my wife, chilling out. Went to see Ant-Man. It was a fun little movie. No complaints at all. In the time when I was born, there lived a man who sailed to sea and he told us of his life in a yellow submarine. I'm going to have to check out this song after we get through.
Remergon takes a different approach. The White Void is his celebration of decay. Prisoners like Naxiva have experienced more uninterrupted memory than a single lifetime is built to contain. It's no surprise that she would freight the seams. Anything else?
I'm just happy to be warm again.
Of that, I have little doubt. Remember what you've learned. It might not save your life, but mortals could do worse than enjoy a broadened perspective. Regicide. What a shameful turn of events. The loathsome indictment of mortal society. The Kahanga dynasty was far from perfect, but it was critical to the survival of lesser tribes. Others depended on their strength and contributed what they had in times of need. Chieftains rise and fall. But in these vulnerable times, I fear the Kahanga have been struck a killing blow.
We're talking about the same tribe that sold off his land to outsiders?
Your criticism is fair. In biding her time, the Queen turned a blind eye to the plight of her people. But does that justify this violent perversion of order? I think not. The Kahanga were an avenue for mortals to accomplish together what I would inflict on them by force. You aren't suited to speak for mortals. Even they, for all their corruption and imperfections, outshine your abominable example.
Thanks. Or you're welcome.
I am the one at fault for putting any trust or confidence in you. From now on, you do just as well to leave my book shut forever.
Wow.
Wotica nods stiffly. You feel her presence drift as a breeze, rustling as it goes.
She's really upset. All right. Let's go ahead and save here. Watch the movie. What movie? Sounds, living in a submarine sounds tough, just like living in a space station. Think about the sights you get to see. What's all that? Is that where I'm supposed to be going to, I guess? Oh, are the Valians going to try to stop me? All right, here, let's go up there. Let's go up here and see what happens. Takeo is no longer aboard the ship. He's left you a missive. A shaking hand penned this missive. The ink runs where fresh tears fell upon the parchment. Captain, I am an artist, crafted of water, not a killer chipped from stone. As I am not equal to serving on your crew, and you have fallen below deserving the blessing of Ngadi's son, I say we are poorly suited to each other's company. May the wheel grind the memory of your deeds into oblivion. May you forget this life in your next. by Mother Ngadi, I pray that you find the peace you seek. Farewell, my captain. To Kehu. Woo! Rough. So, what's his name's gonna stick around? You're only at 1. Seems like you probably check out too, bruh. We'll see. A buddy of mine served on a sub in the Navy. He said it was both amazing and awful. I would feel trapped all the time. There's no escape, you know? Yeah, KK. Well, somebody, I think it was Rob. He donated a membership, and you're the one who picked it up. Wait, I'm a member. That's hilarious. There's plenty of ocean to sail and many lands to explore, but what lies ahead of you dwarfs them all. Should you choose to sail on, you suspect there will be no return, not to the Deadfire you have come to know. Continue forward. You set a course through the channel and into uncharted, turbulent seas. Andra's mortar rages on the horizon, a vast wall of roiling clouds and rain, punctuated by the silver flicker of lightning. The wind pushes against you, as if to ward whatever lies beyond from submarines' approach. Submarine leads the fleet, crashing through the turbulent waters like an axe through armor. Gods alive, Doru mutters, staring up at the storm. Why do they have me standing at the railing? Hey. Arena blinks at the blackening sky. Knew an old salt once who claimed the mortar were the edge of the world. I called him a fool. Now, though, the navigator's head shakes sadly. Now I ain't so certain. Shit, Captain, one of the hands cries. Hostile vessels inbound to forward port. With a shake of the head, Doru emits a grim chuckle. Suppose it'd be too much to ask to be let alone out here. The scale and stars of the Valiant Trading Company snap above many of the approaching ships, while others seem mercenary warships secured with Republic coin. The approaching fleet numbers as many ships as your own, and maybe more. Doru frowns against the wind. The fleet's turning, Captain, setting their gun ports against the enemy. Waving her hat overhead, Tuliak Longfrost whoops eagerly. Finally, some goddamn excitement. Your hands look at you from their stations. Doru's eyes hold yours. The crew stands ready. What are the captain's orders? Inspect the fleet. The Royal Deadfire Company dispatched over a dozen ships to support your cause. Each a veritable masterwork of wood and metal, heavily armed and armored. Soldiers stand at attention on each junk, their rifles at their shoulders, while 100 bronze cannons gleam from within the ship's gun ports. The Rukopal roar ships, each sleek jump boasting a panoply of long-barrel cannons, follow close behind. Flock, what's going on, man? How are you? Easy peasy, throw a mutiny, puts the captain out, take over as captain. Dock, walk, boom. Wow. Oh yeah, the mutiny bonus is bad. I was evil, so I had to fight off immunity. I'm not that evil. Study the enemy. Almost 20 Valiant galleons charge towards you, supported by another dozen ships under mercenary flags. Each ship's ports open to reveal numerous dark-mouthed guns. Look over your companions. Eder puffs on his pipe as he observes the enemy fleet from end to end. After taking a full accounting of the array of ships, he ashes his pipe, puts it away, and looks to you with a cheerful shrug. Aleph is paging through his grimoire, a look of calm concentration on his face. He meets your eye and smiles faintly. Maya holds out her hand for Ishiza. He flutters up to perch and nuzzles her cheek. She scratches under his feathers where he seems to enjoy it most. They share a locked gaze where something unspoken passes between them, something loving, duty-bound, and final. Then she turns to you and nods, resolute in facing whatever comes next. Shodi raises her lantern before her like a shield of light. It flares once brightly in response, and she nods to you, ready. Despite her bravado, you notice a slight trembling in her hand. The cage of her lantern rattles as Shodi waits for the battle to begin. She glances nervously to Eder, who returns her a reassuring half smile. All hands to battle. Let them fight it out. Take us into that storm, Kreeth. The deck presses against your feet as submarine comes about, the thunder of cannon fire vying with the thunder continuously rolling from the mortar. Your ship straightens, the bow pointed directly into the storm. You lurch forward as the deck pitches violently. You grab the aft rail to keep from going overboard. they don't adapt the dialogue at all to the fact that you're a sub. Beneath you, just below the surface of the water, swims some immense creature. It moves towards the battle, the water curling back like parted skin on either side of the beast to reveal a monstrosity not of flesh, but of slick Adra and gleaming metal. The surface of the water bulges, then bursts, and with a roar like the crash of the surf, a dragon explodes from the water. The familiar scaled form of Skyreliphus sweeps low, wings outstretched just above the white-tipped waves before spraying its briny breath over the metallic monster. Oh, that's the dragon we saved from the Wana, right? The monstrosity turns on the sea dragon, and they slam into one another, tearing at each other with tooth and fang. Essence pours off of the pairs. They pound one another with their abilities at point-blank range. Arena gapes. Sweet, merciful Andra, I was not expecting that. Mess that bastard up good, shouts Tuliak Longfrost. The hand turns back, pointing. Did you see that? We've got a goddamn dragon. Go, now, while I hold the attention of these beings. Skyreliphus' voice echoes among your thoughts. Our debts are cleared, Watcher. Doru turns from the carnage. Captain, we might not get another chance. All hands look to you. Aethys threatens everything and everyone you know, whatever you love, whatever you hold sacred, we're here to save it. Doru nods, striding forward. Not a one of us took this commission thinking we'd be heroes, but here we are. Let's show this oversized squall our true mettle. Andra's mortar looms before and above you, dominating the whole of the world. Rain begins to fall. Past the curtain of rain and above the swell of waves, you could just barely perceive the outline of colossal Adra pillars. You initiate the dive process with a mixture of hope, apprehension, and disbelief. Air hisses as the ballast. Okay, finally it acknowledges that it's actually a tank. That's nice. If a Jesus game comes out, should I play anything else but Jesus? Like, what about the devil? I'm definitely going to check out that trailer after we get through with this. Never thought about that. Boat sub. I think it's pretty cool. I don't think anybody else provides you something similar. You get the ghost ship if you side with the pirates, I believe, though. Oh, you get special monk dialogue somewhere here. Really? Air hisses as the ballast tanks fill with water. Groans of pressure emanate from somewhere in the hull, but your submersible gradually dips beneath the waves. You close your eyes and place your trust in Ryotian engineering. Then, somewhere in the tight quarters, a bolt goes flying like a pop button and hits the far wall with a large ping. All is silent. Slowly but surely, the propeller spools to life and carries you forward beneath the storms. You navigate around the trunks of massive Adra pillars rising from the seafloor, but the work of crossing Andra's mortar is accomplished with ease. Finally, you spot the shape of a bulky landmass ahead. It's Ukaizo. You let out a sigh of relief. Ornate spires reach up from the island, hinting at the city within. Not all of Ukaizo has weathered the millennia with equal grace. Other structures jut and lean out of the surrounding shallows, making the waters around the island impassable by ship. You resolve to take a skiff the rest of the way. How'd you fight? Hey, something about Cloud jumping off a dragon. Pillars of Eternity is a game I should really try one day. Absolutely, Bobby. I would highly recommend it. Sub along those lines. And here we are, Ukaizo. And so our stuff is correct, right? Yep, we're good. All right, let's go ahead and save here. Get your franchise straight. I'm really looking forward to playing Final Fantasy VII. Never experienced it. I heard the remake is really nice. I'm going to assume there's not traps around here. This pile of debris hums with ancient power. Oh, but there are enemies? Ooh. Yeah. Woo! Much better than Wales DLC. Much, much better. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, Maya is absolutely violating these people. Excellent. A faint echo of soul energy blinks up at you from the depths of the wreckage. Man's a regular voice actor now. I do what I can, brother. I do what I can. How are you? What did you do with Whale's body? I gave it to Council Hot. Seemed like the right thing to do. Oh, wow. There are different places. All right. I guess we're going to the Grand Promenade, huh? Statues. I remember. So basically, I was even. So I came here alone. The dragon was on the beach or port. Had to fight the dragon. Oh, interesting.
I suppose we're heading straight into that.
Disable the storm. Descending into the city would be suicide while the relentless storm rages on. Erosion has softened the bronze features, giving the proud statue a brooded air. Poor had to fight the dragon. It really dragged on. Also, it was a tough fight. As a furious storm obscures the sprawling city below, but you can make out the shape of distant spires reaching up from the flooded ruins. Spirit winds tug on your soul with insistence, like a stern hand trying to pull a cloak from your back. You recall the last time you encountered a bivouac. It feels a lifetime ago. Turn to your companions. So, here we are. You look to those who accompanied you this far, who risked everything to face the confrontation ahead. How are you feeling about all of this, Eder? Eder's gaze wanders among glinting archways and half-collapsed spires, his mouth agape.
Gilded Vale got its name from the way the wheat fields used to look in the sun. But this place really is gilded.
Oh, that's right. You can set Whale's body after Aethys. Nice.
Might as well be a different world.
Miss the simpler life?
Well, hard to miss what you can barely remember. All I know is my life took a turn when this world came stomping into mine.
It's the toughest non-DLC fight. See, this is why you come with help.
These great people got a funny way of passing on. They disappear from the world, but leave their problems behind for the rest of us to deal with.
Yeah, I was curious if the Adra looks really cool as far as the dragon design. If you face it in an actual city, as opposed to just seeing it in the storyboard. Their problems are Kith problems. Both civilizations, different as they were, agreed something had to be done.
And now here we are, with Aethys trying to undo the whole thing. God of redemption, trying to redeem the gods.
He shakes his head.
What a mess.
Eder looks to Aethys in the distance and sighs. You're looking thoughtful, Aleph. Aleph looks out at the sprawling ancient city.
5 years ago, you controlled the destiny of thousands of souls in Sun and Shadow.
Ooh, looks like the pillars are turning one dragon. Nice. He pauses, considering the vista. But Andra-like.
The choice you make today shall define the fate of every living thing in Aora.
He turns to you. Curiosity shines in his eyes, but there's something else there. Pity. I have a responsibility to do right by the world. I'll make the best decision I can.
I know you will.
He smiles.
I know you'll choose wisely. And no matter what happens, it's been an honor journeying with you. Again.
He puts his hands on your shoulders, meeting your gaze with a fond smile. He turns back to regard the great city before you. Something on your mind, Shodi?
We gonna do this or what?
Shodi licks her chapped lips, dark gaze narrowing as she takes in the sight of the ancient city's ruins. Raised high, her lantern casts hard shadows over the planes of her face. Yep, then you killed her. Wow! That's brutal.
We've made it this far, yet we're still alive. Might as well square off with my god before our luck runs dry.
No matter what happens with Aethys, you've got my back, right? She doesn't answer for so long that you think she's not going to. Then she taps her blood-stained sickle against her thigh.
Sure do. If Gon wants you dead, I figure he can do it himself. Besides, the part of him that's been stomping through the Deadfire didn't much help me at Malgren's teeth.
She ruffles a shaky hand through her hair.
Tell me, Watcher, can there be a god of light and birth if souls themselves can no longer be reborn?
She points her lantern toward the shadowed ruins in the distance, Ukaizo's broken bones. Was it worth it all to chase down your god?
Reckon it was. Sure, I did some things I now regret. God knows I got plenty of blood on my hands. I thought it'd be different how it turned out, but I couldn't dream of any other way.
Shodi sets her jaw, grim.
Now then, shall we go face my god for one last time? Find out what it is we can or can't do in these end times.
I meant Slandered. Did you push Amaya to reject the Rautai? Nope, she fully embraces them.
Whether we're meant to wither or thrive.
Yep, let's go.
Consider me your second shadow.
Shodi thumbs the copper cage of her lantern, a subconscious attempt to reassure herself. Maya, any thoughts?
So, here we stand on Lost Ukaizo.
Maya shoves her hands into her pockets, sighing. She glances around, wearing an unreadable expression. You expected more?
My parents gave me an earful about the horizon-spanning beaches and towers reaching beyond the stars.
Maya snorts, shaking her head.
All I can see is good folk tussling over a wasteland.
Soon, Bobby. It releases in early March, right? So we only got a little bit more to wait.
Time to confront Aethys. Hopefully for the last time. You know what you're doing?
If we can restore order to the Deadfire, this is the place to do it.
No time to waste then. I'm about as ready to confront a god as I'll ever be.
Maya smiles, but there's a lining of unease about it.
We're doing good work here. Setting foot on Ukaizo is a statement that no one can ignore. You should be proud. Captain,
She furrows her brow, searching for the right words.
I don't know what's gonna happen to us, but I want you to know I'm not scared, and I'm glad you're here with me.
She grabs hold of your hand and squeezes. Hard. I adore you. Nothing that happens here will change us.
Gods, I hope not.
Maya drags her arm across her nose and sniffs.
Go give the green boy a piece of your mind.
Maya folds her arms and looks out on the city. She reaches down and pets Ishiza when she nuzzles her leg, but says nothing more. I think we're as ready as we can be. Let's go. I killed Kana, so I really didn't have much of a choice but to kill her too and sacrifice her to Skaen. Good lord. There's definitely a choice there that doesn't include all of that. What's over here? Nothing? Okay. A tiny engraving reads, in memory of Dumu, Tapua, and Takima, and Gadi's first chosen. All right. Andra Spire. Boom. March the 7th, so 3 entire weeks. March 7th. Nice. Okay. Oh my God, I thought something was terribly wrong for a few moments. What? Here we go. Though the device atop the tower spins in wild, blurring revolutions, the air around it is still and calm. You stand in the eye of the storm, which has cordoned off Andra's mortar from the rest of Yor for thousands of years. You see an antiquated control panel, its levers engaged in positions of activation. A deep percussion shakes the tower by its roots. Somewhere in the obscurity of the storm, Aethys rears back his fist to deliver a mighty blow. The control panel has weathered the millennia better than the rest of the city. A layer of dust covers its elegant glass tubes and engraved copper levers, which appear both intact and fully functional. Deactivate the machine. You grip the largest of the levers and bring it up to its starting position. The vibration of machinery gradually slows and turbulent winds grow calm. Oh, it's my turn on the back of the other room. That's awesome.
The machine controlling the storm winds down. The clattering of its machinery settles into a low whir and then, at last, hiccups to a halt. Beyond the tower, the black, roiling clouds of Andra's mortar roll away from the ancient city of Ukaizo, with only a tired sigh of wind to see them off. And on that last breath of wind, comes to you a familiar sound. The ring of a bell. The bell's ringing is soft, not the clangor and torrent you've grown used to. It calls to your soul, and your soul yearns to follow it. Your soul flees from your body and into the beyond, chasing that sound. It leads you at last to Bareth's realm, to that cold platform and room of endless doors.
Watcher, your journey nears its conclusion.
The pallid night stands before you, her gaunt face impassive.
What will come after this?
That will depend on the will of Kith, whose desires are ever in flux. Soon you will confront Aethys for what will likely be the final time, and you will do so as the Herald of Bareth, the only creature on the face of Aora to whom he will listen. Remember that.
The pallid night inclines her head to you, black hair hanging lank in her face. She steps back and cedes the floor to Helia with a small, resigned sigh.
If Aethys truly intends to go through with his mad plan to destroy the real, a generation's worth of souls will be trapped in the in-between. So many would suffer. How can Aethys be so cruel? He cannot just abandon them. Aethys must help the Kith find a quick solution.
Abaddon strides forward.
Aethys thrust this crisis on the Kith. They did not bring it upon themselves. Their only mistake was entrusting us to watch over them. Who will help them rebuild their world now?
Aethys will reveal every secret of the gods. Will Kith be able to change the established order if they have no wonder to inspire them? Aethys must help them resolve this quickly, lest every one of Aora's few remaining mysteries be laid plain.
I agree, and the animations are still absolutely fantastic in this game. Tyranny playthrough can come. Oh man, I'm looking forward to the Tyranny playthrough so much. I'm going to have a ball, and I'm going to be as evil as possible. I'm going to be a complete asshole when I finally do that playthrough. Whale makes me so uncomfortable. Their appearance, yeah, they are unnerving by design. Where's Aethys? I thought we'd get to talk to him again. We will. Be patient. It look like Baldur's 1 and 2, but better looking. Yeah, it's definitely, the Pillars franchise takes a lot from Baldur's Gate. That's definitely what it was based around. It's Aethys' obligation to help us fix what he's about to break.
Coddled children learn nothing that is not spoon-fed to them. With the wheel destroyed, Kith will tear themselves apart. It is the gods' duty to prevent that happening, lest they doom us all. And as Kith must be ruled, so too must the gods. I say that if Aethys is so eager to throw down the mantle of power and step aside, I shall take my rightful place as Queen of the Gods again.
Kith are strongest when they follow our lead, and we are strongest when we lead in turn. United in purpose with the gods, Kith can accomplish things that without us, they could never have even begun. They must be shown their boundaries to surpass them.
Kith will not solve Aethys' puzzle on their own. And without an established order to fight against, the bonds that bind them dissolve. and they fight amongst themselves.
Wodaka doesn't want them to solve it. She wants to be queen over you all.
Wodaka's firm hand is but the motherly smothering of Helia by another name. Mortals should have no special advantages. Only once Kith have striven to improve themselves through trial will they truly know their measure. Kith must suffer to find their strength if they are to survive the world into which Eothas drags them.
Yeah, KK, my understanding is if you save Abaddon in Pillars of Eternity 1, then he looks different in Pillars of Eternity 2. He looks more human. But since I didn't save him, since Andra asked me not to, and I'm doing a playthrough of someone who, for the most part, believes gods are trying to establish order, and so I've been doing what Barav tells me to do as well. I went on ahead and destroyed his body, and so that's why he's completely in armor like that. Mm-hmm.
Our intervention in your struggle would be a cruelty and counter to our purpose.
He lets his words hang in the air for a moment. Gaze, level with your own.
Indeed. Kith must discover for themselves what it is they are worth, and of what it is they are capable. What we do for them, they do not learn for themselves. Trial breeds ingenuity. If our work of generations was not in vain, Kith will succeed in spite of Eothas' actions. I have faith in Kith's ability to meet Eothas' challenge. Do not mistake my words for indifference, Watcher. They are born from a fierce belief in your potential, not a refutation of it.
Eothas wouldn't do this if he didn't agree with you. Maybe we're not doomed after all.
And yet you came to Ukaizo with only the Rawatayans at your back. All that Kith stand to lose. And even then, your leaders could not join hands, squabbling instead over prestige and resources. You believe that will change when my final death comes calling? You are a greater fool than I thought.
Yeah, Andra throwing her moon and so what she loves is pretty wild.
Margaret is blinded by her affection for mortals. She does not see that entropy is the destiny of all things. If Eothas were wise, he would destroy everything. End life, end reincarnation, end death.
So psycho. And yeah, his voice is absolutely amazing. Fits perfectly with this character. Wow.
Kith have had their chance. It is time to let silence reign.
As Rimmergon's words fade, the Pallid Knight returns. She no longer towers over you, a giant even among the gods, but meets you at your height. She lets the arms crossed over her chest fall to her sides. She speaks to you openly, plainly, an expression almost like tenderness, turning up the corners of her lips.
Sephiroth had a voice in Final Fantasy VII. I never played the game, but I played Final Fantasy VIII and all the characters were mute. So I just always assumed that they were mute in Final Fantasy VII as well. Brad, what's going on, man? Glad you're able to join the stream. How are you? Rivergad is fantastic. Never change, Rivergad, never change. Nazareth, what's going on, man?
Well, Watcher, you know where we stand. What do you believe?
The wheel is your creation. You owe us your help in fixing it.
The Pallid Knight raises one dark eyebrow.
I did not conjure the wheel as you know it now from the air. It was built slowly, with great deliberation by Kith. It is as much your wheel as mine. Now the time has come for us to part, Watcher. I laid upon you a difficult duty, and you have discharged it well. You will be free of it in time, but not now. You have work to do yet. You are no stranger to hard choices. You killed Theos, and when his soul was laid bare before you, you chose to destroy his memories. You freed him from his past.
Oh, so he originally didn't have a voice. But maybe they probably... Are you referring then to the remake? Oh, they gave him a voice in the movie. Oh, there's actually a movie, Final Fantasy Advent Children. Also Kingdom Hearts, etc. Oh, got you. Okay.
Remember the strength it took to make that choice. And know that you alone may sway Aethys now. When you stand before him, choose your words carefully.
Who's Tony J? I'm not familiar with him, Brett.
She claps her gauntleted hands together, and a sound like thunder rumbles through the room. As the floor crumbles and falls away beneath you, you hear the sound of a single bell ringing, and beneath it, the faintest whisper.
Rob, thanks for the gifted sub, man. Appreciate you. Avalok, you are now a member. Awesome. There's about 4 episodes of our members only Kingmaker playthrough in the channel now, so you'll be able to see those. Welcome. I don't think any of the other guys have as cool a voice as Rimmergan. Maybe Aethys. Yeah, Rimmergan pretty much stands alone. I really like Gallowayne as well. I feel like his voice comes off as interesting, but Rimmergan is unquestionably head and shoulders the best. Consciousness returns in a wave as the last of the machine's energy dissipates. The calming of the storm reveals the sprawling city around you, like sand wiped from a mosaic. You see the distant outline of Aethys raising his fist in triumph and purpose.
You keep falling asleep on me. I'm gonna have to start walking behind you with a pillow.
Hey.
Oh, by the way, the storm's gone. Also, I think Aethys has ended the world.
Eder takes a long draw from his pipe and nods as he stares at the Colossus in the distance.
It seems we're all still here.
Aleph glances around, rubbing his head gingerly.
If all your missions involve this many head wounds, then I volunteer to set the next one out.
Maya rubs the back of her head and winces. Ishiza lets out a pained squawk. Look at Aethys just in the background beating that thing up. Yep. Oh god, Aethys' background so badass. I agree.
God's darnation. My head.
Shodi presses a palm to her brow as she struggles to her feet. Peering over the edge of the tower, you make out a distant shape amid the ruins below. As a galleon has limped close enough to drop anchor, the once proud flag of the Valiant Trading Company hangs in weather-worn shreds. The empty deck tells that the surviving crew have long since boarded the skiff and rowed to shore, which means you're no longer alone on Ukaizo. If ever there was a place for a final standoff, actually, maybe they came to negotiate. Hey. Woo! Look at that. Wild. Look at those animations are absolutely fantastic. Most of them is Frollo from Hunchback or Megabyte from Reboot. But I remember as Lieutenant from Fallout 1 and the Transcendent from Planescape Torment. Got you. I've never played any of those. People keep telling me that Planescape Torment is just absolutely amazing, but I haven't had the pleasure yet. Yeah, this big Chad energy is just grip walk. I can't do it. OG. God, this part of the game is so visually epic. Yep, absolutely agree.
I suspected you'd be troubled the day I heard your name. Castell carried your candle right up until the end. And here the poor fool used to be such a fine judge of character.
You have always known where my loyalties are, Watcher. It is a shame it had to come to this.
Her voice is calm, but you can see her jaw flexing as she sizes you up. We can still avoid more bloodshed, Nero.
Even now. But I will put a blade through your heart, Watcher, and sleep all the better for it.
Wow. I would have never saw Pillars of Eternity 2's opening coming. All right. Ooh, someone just hit me a lot. I don't appreciate it. Bam. Actually, not that. This. Ooh, look at Al terrifying everybody. It's looking ugly for y'all. Yeah, now it's RIP Boss Page. It was awesome. Torment Ties of Numenera is awesome too. If you haven't streamed that, would be a great follow-up. I definitely plan to play those. Definitely plan to play those. Because I keep hearing enough people have mentioned it to the point now where I feel confident. All right, these are games that I really need to play. And do a quick save here. And I think that's like last area. So let's save here. This is easily the best battle music, by the way. Man, fantastic battle music, fantastic tavern music when you're in bars, and the shanties while you're on the ship. It's just all fantastic. Really great stuff. I'm really the same composer was on Pillars Returning 1 and 2, and they got him back for Avowed. Really looking forward to what kind of work he does there.
I'm not hungry. You descend into the ancient winding streets of Ukaizo. Battered by storms for thousands of years, the ruins bear the marks of their role as the lone witnesses of the god's great secret at the center of the city. The houses and boulevards are pierced by great spears of luminous Audra. There are no ashen bodies, no birds, no sign or sound of any life. But with every step, the rhythmic pounding in the distance draws nearer. Soon, you can feel the vibration traveling up your spine. As you approach the center of the city, the weathered architecture gives way to more luminous Audra, piercing the ruins, eventually overtaking them entirely. Cresting the top of a fallen tower, you finally get a clear view of Aethys. He stands, legs astride, next to a great stone monument ringed with 11 cavernous alcoves. All but 3 hold a gargantuan skeleton, bones scrubbed clean by the city's storms. An immense Anguithan machine floats above the monument, suspended by invisible energy emanating from a well of light beneath it. Great brass rings spin around a core of metal and Audra at the machine's center. Periodically, Aethys's massive arms swing back. The movement alone is enough to draw great gusts of wind toward him. When they come down on the machine, the impacts are accompanied by eruptions of electricity, fire, and smoke. The hundreds of luminous Audra pillars across Ukaizo sympathetically dim in a rippling wave that spreads out from the machine. The only safe route to the god is a steep ascent along a monstrous pillar of luminous Audra. Intertwined with fragments of Ukaizo's ruins that it has carried through the centuries, the pillar bends in a long arc, towering above the machine. The pillar levels out near Aethys's head, a silent observer to the destruction of the machine it has grown beside over thousands of years. You weave your way along a treacherous rain-slicked path up the pillar's skyward side. As you arrive at the top, you catch Aethys's attention. Fist pulled back, he pauses to observe you. With the same gentleness he showed at Ashen Maw, he lowers his arm and turns toward you.
3, stop that. We're going to be hearing news about Avowed any day now. I'm absolutely certain of this. We're going to stay positive. Thank you very much. And yeah, Aethys absolutely reminds me of the inevitable for Wrath of the Righteous. Yep, that's a good comparison.
Strange to see Ukaizo in this way. It may be hard to picture, but this city was once full of life. The Huana, yes, but also kith from many other cultures. Great hanging trees shadowed these boulevards. Gardens sprawled across the open rooftops,
Each spring, a festival procession would wind its way from the hillside into this valley. The celebrants would pass through a steep walk among the stalls of foreign merchants, flowers falling upon them from all sides. All people of all nations, together in a celebration of new life. Such was the power and beauty of lost Ukaizo.
If we don't fix this mess you're about to cause, the whole world is gonna look this bad. I mean, it's a mighty heavy load you're putting on our shoulders. I just hope we can carry it.
As long as there are people like you in this world, Adair, I truly do. This power has always been in the grasp of mortals. Now you will finally be aware of it. Now you will be able to decide what to do with it.
Gone, please, I'm begging you. What do I do following this? How am I to best serve those still living, to improve our future chances of survival?
The Deadfire and the Eastern Reach are full of animancers, women and men with brilliant minds who can solve this great problem. They will also need people with brilliant souls, like you, Shodi. People who can tend to the spiritual needs of the world in a time of fear and desperation. Remember, the flame you bear is not only light, but warmth.
Aleph shakes his head, looking up at Aethys.
What right do you have to do this? Destroy the wheel and leave us with nothing? Without even knowing what will come next?
Aloth, we are all gods and mortals, responsible for our own actions. But inaction carries its own moral responsibility. It is a burden I have carried for far too long. One must always do as their conscience dictates, even if that means abdicating a position of power.
The Navy thinks very highly of this place. Maybe I lack their imagination.
Maya folds her arms and squints up at Aethys.
What do you think, big guy? Are all the hopes and dreams of Rawatai here on Ukaizo? Is this city really the cornerstone of our future?
She shrugs as if it doesn't matter either way, but her eyes reflect a distant hope.
Ukaizo's time has passed, Maya. It remains only as a symbol, but symbols can hold great power. If you wonder about the future of Rawatai, know that if there is any greatness in your people, it existed before you set foot in this ancient place. Ukaizo will not make Rawatai any greater or lesser than it already is. Only its people possess that power. But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the wheel?
Ooh, I want you to destroy it all. I've come to ask you to take pity on the mortals of this world, who will suffer for your actions.
It is pity for mortals that drives me, Watcher. I have felt it in every step I have taken to cross the Deadfire and reach this place. What more would you have me do?
There will be hundreds of thousands of souls trapped in between. They will be screaming out to me for help until the wheel is fixed.
I hope you did not expect me to take action for your sake alone. Still, it is true. The souls trapped in the in-between will suffer until the wheel is restored. They will reach out for help to any watcher they can see. Thank you for making me think of the lost souls, Watcher. I will provide a haven for them after my work here is finished.
Hey, ask him to ascend with me. Hey, this is like the party's dad talking about the high school graduation.
Indulge me in a moment's curiosity. There is something I wish to know about Eora, about Kith, that I can only learn through your eyes.
What could I know that you don't?
You followed me all this way, dodging an armada, navigating an impenetrable wall of storms.
Moonlight, what's going on? How are you?
Voyaging across uncharted seas, with the machinations of gods echoing in your ears. all the while trusting in the institutions of Kith to get you this far, and earning their trust in turn. Whatever else happens this day, that much is remarkable. I believe that mortals possess the strength to collaborate and shape a future of their own design. Not all of my brothers and sisters agree. By relying on others and coming together in a time of crisis, you illustrate my point. The gods will witness you and question their assumptions about how responsible, empathetic, and sophisticated mortals can be. What inspired your decision, Watcher? Did the choice echo your foundational beliefs? Or were you influenced by observation?
I wanted to prove Wodaka wrong. She thinks mortal cooperation is destined to fail.
Wodaka has been especially active since the downfall of her favorite operative. Have you ever considered that she is mentoring his replacement?
That's a troubling thought.
My brothers and sisters never act when the gains are strictly short-term. If Wodaka's shadow has fallen upon you, that can only mean she recognizes your potential to further her ambition.
Threed, I need to hear from you how that works out when you get close to the end. Does Wodaka ask you to take up Theus's original role in her armada? I'm terrible. I got a huge cold. Can't stop coughing. Sound familiar? Oh, man. Did I pass it along to you through the internet? Can't believe they got Tellicent Jaff to play himself in the game. I don't know who that is. I came there on my own because I didn't trust anyone. My dialogue was quite different. Almost like he was angry, but then curious. He basically doesn't trust Kith to cooperate. Interesting.
I thank you for your perspective. Yours is not the only opinion that concerns me. But for the moment, it offers much to consider. All I ever wanted for mortals was growth, transformation. Once, my brothers and sisters shared this goal.
That's awesome, Boss Page. Wow, okay. So she does. Man, if I ever do an evil pillars run, I'm going to definitely have her do it as a Steel Garotan. Just side with her and scan all the way.
Some have forgotten themselves, giving into fatalism or tyranny. Others have succumbed to apathy. It brings me great sorrow that crisis is the only way to set the future in motion. Would that I could pass the responsibility of heralding your darkest hour to another. Never forget that trust and coordination between mortals brought you to this place. Your future is built on a foundation of hope, and you have laid the first stone.
Thanks for the lesson. What happens next?
I must attend to my final work now. I cannot delay any longer. You have carried a heavy burden across the Deadfire, Watcher. Before I go, I would rid you of it.
Yeah, you never heard all of this. He also takes over the gods, becomes their leader, because he can't trust them to lead themselves. Fascinating. That's the guy who voices Aethys, and he also has to be a giant god of light and made of green stone. No sooner have Aethys' words entered your mind than you hear one final dissonant ring of the chime within you. Then silence. The knot that formed when the pallid night first addressed you in the beyond is now gone.
You are free now. As free as any of us can be. Many will come to you for help in the years ahead. Animancers, priests, even the gods themselves. I have great hope for you. But always remember that your future is for you to decide. Use your freedom well.
Aethys squares himself to the machine. As you move to a safe distance, he draws his fist back and resumes his assault. The blows rain down with increased fervor, but the machine perseveres in spite of his efforts. Spreading his arms wide, Aethys draws power from the luminous Audra clustered around the valley. The energy
Make it deal with
courses
Whale.
through
It's
his
funny.
body,
Oh, really? That's awesome.
overflowing with intense
Because you could have his body, Whale's body, come attack him, right?
He returns to his task, each strike bringing with it the sound of cracking stone and twisting metal, the flickering of luminous Adra across Ukaizo. As the ancient machine finally begins to succumb to his strength, so too does Aethys's body, built to withstand the passage of thousands of years. The great Adra statue has finally been pushed beyond its limits. Cracks appear along the hands, then race up the arms. Aethys does not slow his assault, but continues unabated. Its brass rings twisted. The machine spins erratically but withstands the relentless barrage. Aethys stands astride it and pummels the base of the machine. Soul energy begins to flare out from the machine's heart, warping the air with the intense heat. Aethys drives his right fist into the machine's center, the core of metal and Adra. The god lets out a deafening shout, something between a cry of anguish and a roar of exultation. You see Aethys's arm shatter upward from his hand through his elbow. A flash of light and heat bursts from the core, accompanied by a cacophony of destruction. The moment passes as Aethys's shout echoes throughout the valley. Your eyes begin to recover. The god's work is accomplished. The great machine of Ukaizo has been destroyed. The wheel has been unmade.
Cray.
As Aethys's voice fades, the enormity of what you've accomplished sinks in. You have confronted a god. You have rediscovered the ancient city where the wheel was forged, and you have seen the wheel shattered. What comes next is uncertain, but already the legend spreads of the Watcher, who survived Andra's mortar and stood toe-to-toe with Aethys. Maras Nua's body finally goes still amidst the rubble of the within machines, yet it continues to glow. Priests and mystics have strange dreams of an island of eternal dawn at the eye of a storm, a port where the tide never flows out, a roadside tavern whose door leads only inward. As a watcher, you see what these dreamers cannot. The souls of the departed drifting toward the Adra Colossus and the twilight afterlife within. Whether it is a temporary haven or a permanent end will depend on what the Kith of Aora are able to accomplish on their own. The greatest hope seems to lie with the Rauataians, whose plans to excavate and rebuild the shattered machinery of reincarnation draws many of the engineers and weather mages who once irrigated and protected their rocky homeland. And while Maras Nua stands frozen over Ukaizo, the gods look on the labors of Kith, but they do not intervene. They watch and argue, wager and conjecture at how or whether mortals will solve the puzzle set before them. As Rauatai's engineers had predicted, turning off the machine at Andra's Spire calms not only the storms of Andra's mortar, but also those in Rauatai. For the first time, citizens of the mainland admire the beauty of sea and sky, without wondering when they will unleash destruction. The changes to Rauatai, however, extend far beyond the weather. Rauataians had long forged their identities around enduring hardship and laboring together. But over time, as their cities and crops flourish under sunny skies, they find they need one another less. Inevitably, some lament this softer, easier life. Others point to national self-reliance, to burgeoning industry, to families that did not have to send their kin abroad, as evidence that the new ways are vastly preferable to the old. Besides, Rauataians everywhere still share a purpose more urgent than any the world had ever known: reforging the cycle of reincarnation. The changes to Deadfire are just as significant. The Ranganui declares the archipelago an extension of his empire, and his administrators waste no time in making that true in deed, as well as in word. Rauataian gunships patrol Deadfire, hunting down pirates and smugglers, including the Principe. Divided as they are, the pirate nation stands little chance against the organized might of Rauatai. Aldi's keeps them fighting until the very end, losing most of her ships in a grand battle that Rauatai's lord chanters will sing about for years to come. As Rauataian farmers, merchants, and laborers move to the archipelago, there is little room and less patience for the Valian Trading Company. The Ranganui soon forces the Valian Trading Company to surrender its holdings in Deadfire, straining relations with the republics. Rauatai knits its new archipelago together with all the tools of government and infrastructure. New ports spring up across Deadfire, guarded with sturdy Rauataian bronze and run with dispassionate Rauataian efficiency. Most Huana remain, even as their homeland changes around them. Their huts and lodges are cleared to make way for towns of stone and brick. The walls that are built to protect them also cut them off from the freedom of the open sea. Those Huana who trade caste and prize share for Rauataian unity and striving prosper. Others mourn the passing of their queen and see the end of their way of life as a precursor of the doom of Aora. The mysterious deaths of Governor Clario and Storm Speaker Ikawa provoke hostilities between the Valian settlers and the Huawan residents. What starts with angry words escalates to retaliatory killings as each side blames the other. By the time anyone bothers to question the strange coincidences surrounding their deaths, including reports of a cloaked Omawi woman seen in both the port and the village, both sides have gone too far to turn back. The chaos makes it easy for a small Rauataian contingent to swoop in and establish control over the island. Within days, they eject the remaining Valians and pacify the Huana. Port Margé becomes a valuable outpost, and one that allows Rauatai easy control over the southern end of Deadfire. It is, by all accounts, a smooth and exceedingly well-run operation. As the balance of power changes in Deadfire, so too does Nekataka transform. While Hazanui Karu directs her fleet from Ukaizo, Atsura stays behind to manage Nekataka. Under his oversight, sturdy walls and artillery batteries rise to protect the city. Ships bearing settlers from Rauatai and staple goods from the archipelago churn the waters of Queensbirth. And despite the vacancies at Kahanga Palace, Atsura retains his simple quarters in the Brass Citadel. The Royal Deadfire Company evacuates and raises the gullet, hoping to lift the Raparu out of squalor and eradicate the criminal elements. They certainly rid Nekataka of an eyesore, though the larger problems of crime and poverty prove harder to solve. With Skiarilifus's essence still empowering the Watershapers Guild, the practice of water shaping grows and flourishes in Nekataka, and its practitioners rise in prestige. They install conveyors in the falls that run through the city and craft sculptures for every street and plaza. Thus, the Watershapers Guild becomes a power in its own right in the city of Nekataka. Your brief encounter with Letharn proves deeply influential for the children of the Dawnstars. He comes to recognize his nightmares and the scene at Hisongo as Aethys's final warning to his people. Unite in strength and faith, or perish forever. As word of Aethys's deeds at Ukaizo spreads, his fellow Dawnstars take this message to heart. The children of the Dawnstars respond to Aethys's sacrifice by taking up the lanterns and sickles of the Harvesters of Gone. They become pilgrims of essence, gathering souls across Aora and ferrying them to the haven within the Adra Colossus. Others will repair or rebuild the wheel one day. In the meantime, the Dawnstars will care for the souls of the dead. Ruanu, the chieftain of the Huana at Tikawara, dies mysteriously. The tribe finds his body washed up on the same beach where Anaharu challenged him to the trial of waves. Some blame Anaharu's vengeful spirit. Others see it as Ngati's final judgment. And a few speak of a strange man seen lingering in the village. Atsura sends a ship with food, aid, and a small garrison of soldiers to the unfortunate village. The leaderless tribe is all too happy to accept Rauatai's generosity. They return the favor by reaching out to other far-flung tribes on behalf of their new benefactors. The dragon Neraskirlas no longer passes between Aora and the White Void, and the dead flow slowly breaks apart, exposing the temple long frozen within. Under Halfjorn's guidance, the Harbingers of Dusk resettle within Remergon's temple, vowing to forever protect it from the defiling touch of outsiders. Over time, the group becomes increasingly reclusive and fanatical, attacking any who dare approach their holy site. In besting the Beast of Winter, you earned the Death God's mercy rather than his enmity. The deity remains characteristically unforthcoming about his decision, and you're left to wonder whether in doing battle with him in the White Void, you somehow furthered his apocalyptic ambitions. Once repaired, the Adra at the primal island of Kazuwari again pulses with the flow of soul essence between the here and the beyond. The feral life on the island flourishes, the jungles and veld growing ever wilder and resistant to settlement and exploration alike. The faces of the hunt continue to rule the Crucible and Galawains, or rather, Tawamawai's name. The trials summoned by the statue grow deadlier with each season, until only those rare few willing to brave the gravest of dangers seek out the bloody ordeals of Kazuwari. Like the other souls following in your wake, Muatu eventually yearns to move on to the beyond and the wheel. Stymied by Aethys's actions, however, he settles on returning to Kazuwari, where he joins the choir of souls that echo throughout the Crucible. Encouraged by her arcane successes, Bakarna returns to her observatory to continue her studies of the celestial spheres. In time, her colleagues in the Circle of Archmagi come to accept her among their number. She takes on apprentices, and they trumpet her praises as both a brilliant innovator and nurturing pedagogue. Consul Hot's ascension to near divinity shocks the Circle of Archmagi, who are uncharacteristically rapid and unified in their response. Immediate and violent censure of the Lich. Consul Hot's titanic form weathers the magical attack, however, before disappearing into the depths of the Deadfire. He likely lurks in the deepest darkness of Andra's realm, plotting, scheming, and awaiting a time he might rise again to reclaim his rightful authority.
Fantastic.
The Oracle of WoW continues to use the God Seed to develop and twist the titanic form of WoW. And not even the Archmages above know the full extent to which its sprawling tendrils infect the Black Isles. Though your adventures alter the destiny of Aora and the balance of power in Deadfire, they also leave a lasting mark on those who travel at your side. Your companions find themselves changed in ways both big and small. Adair returns to Hisango, where he reunites with Byrne, the son of his former lover, Alava. The boy takes heart in Adair's account that Aethys and all the other gods were false, petty, and unworthy of the love of Kith. Realizing how close he came to dying for this cause, Byrne finds renewed purpose in working alongside his uncle to repair the many scars left upon Deadfire by the gods. Under Adair's guidance, Byrne grows into the kind of irreverent, stubborn hothead that would have made his mother proud. And Adair visits her gravesite, often to tell her so. Shodi is not a priestess who understands the meaning of subtlety. As such, she makes her girlish crush on Adair painfully obvious from the moment she first sets eyes on the strapping fighter. Early in your travels, Adair appears discomforted by her persistent flirting. He often grimaces when she sidles up to him, and he takes endless pains to keep their conversations terse and to the point. But after a little smoothing on your part to nudge them in the right direction, Adair makes an effort to view Shodi with an open mind. And Shodi begins teasing the veteran fighter in a more companionable and less amorous manner. After saving each other's hides a couple times and sharing more than a few laughs, the two form an easy and you suspect, lifelong friendship. Seemingly lit with an inner glow, Shodi takes to a new life of mission work with gusto. She still is committed to shepherding souls forgone, but having realigned her goals with that of her fellow Dawnstars, she now endeavors to help the living as much as the dead. As you travel the Deadfire, you find her sleeping better and laughing more often. When the time comes for her to return to her temple in Nekataka, it's with a clear wistfulness and much lip-biting on her part. She leaves you with her sickle and a hastily scrawled note. It reads, "A keepsake from a path once walked. Remember me, Watcher, for I will forever dream of you." Aloth renews his commitment to destroying the Leaden Key. With the wheel broken, loosening the god's stranglehold on Kith is more urgent than ever. It is a lofty goal, and one he does not expect to finish in his lifetime. But if there's one thing he's learned from the Watcher, it's that a single person can change the world. You let Rimaro go, and the former pirate ostensibly set sail for the trade lanes of the Eastern Reach, the Edier Empire, Old Valia, and the Republics. For the remainder of your time together, Seraphon seems, if not exactly happy, at least contented with the outcome of your confrontation with his former mentor at Sayuka. After your encounter with Aethys, the pirate drifts into quiet contemplation. As you sail into your next port, he meets you at the ship's rail. He'll be leaving the gods to you going forward, he tells you, and saving his bullets for those like to die from them. Seraphon parts company with you not long after. Occasionally, in the years that pass, you hear tales of his ship, the Taste of Freedom, and its violent exploits against any and all who would purchase or purvey Kith. Time away from the Navy gives Maya Rua some perspective on how Rawatai conducted the Deadfire occupation. No sooner does she return to active duty than she voices her frustrations over some of the more underhanded tactics she witnessed and carried out in the name of the homeland. Her voice carries all the way to the Ranganui, who reminds his admirals that battles are won by superior tactics, but war is a battle of precedent, and winning is not always a victory. The people listen. Though Maya's covert assignment in the Deadfire is considered a success, few claim knowledge of it or openly congratulate her. She receives no praise beyond knowing glances or the occasional raised tankard from her countrymen. She never responds. Maya's part in the conquest of Ukaizo brings fame and fortune to the Rua family. Officers salute her in passing, and a row of medals decorate the breast of her uniform. Her parents and siblings are paraded between the great houses of Rawatai for nightly dinners and celebrations. She has a hero's welcome in her future. Though she has a lot on her mind, she still makes time to visit, even if it's just to share a few pleasant words and a subtle wink. You don't often travel together, but it's clear that what you built in your time as shipmates is alive and well. She looks forward to seeing her brother again. So does Ashiza. Takehu distances himself from the problems of the Deadfire, giving the tribes a reprieve from godlike omens. And Gati's silence speaks volumes. The Huana grow to rely on each other, paving a new way forward divorced from their traditions. Soon after he departs Nekataka, distant tribes report of unusual and salacious water sculptures appearing on the shores. These quaint visitations are widely celebrated. The identity of the artist, ever an open question. Your farewell is short and cordial. Nothing further needs to be said, and you wish each other well. Takehu does not look back. The sea feels restless in his absence. Your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to Ukaizo signal the end of forces that have shaped the lives of Kith and the course of nations. The cycle of reincarnation has been broken. The storms of Andra's mortar have calmed. Yet each ending promises a new beginning. As the sun rises over Ukaizo, Kith turn their gaze eastward, wondering at what lies beyond, and at the world they will fashion for themselves. As the Watcher of Cadnua and the former Herald of Bareth, you return to your ship and begin the long journey home. You hope for calm weather.
That's an incredible epilogue. Like, they really, really put effort into trying to answer as many questions that you would have regarding the post game outside of, okay, how are we going to recover from the loss of the wheel? That's actually really, really detailed and really well done. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Definitely a fan of that. Definitely a fan of that. Absolutely amazing game. Absolutely amazing experience. We really, really got to have a Pillars of Eternity 3 to wrap all this up. So, hoping we hear soon about what they're going to do with Avowed. Hoping Avowed does really, really well and they get all the success that they want from it. And that it spurs them to go ahead and close this series out properly, fully. We can only hope. We'll see. I swallow. I don't swallow. What is going on in the chat while I'm watching the ending? Good Lord. It does not say. Kind of sad there's not going to be one more game to the trilogy. Man, we need a Pillars of Eternity 3. I feel like the key to that is support Avowed. I feel like if it shows that, hey, people are really, really still interested in this world and that they would still support things that are in this world, I feel like you could get Obsidian to do Pillars of Eternity 3. Like, look, if they're making games like Pentiment, all right, then they got time for this too. So, I think I think there's definitely an opportunity there. They just need to be confident that it'll actually work. So, with that, we have finally finished our Pillars of Eternity 2 playthrough. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all had a nice time. Nitro, Pathfinder 3, Divinity 3, Solasa 2, Starfighter. Has so many games deserve a sequel or just simply exist. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. Speaking of Divinity 3, next up on the list is Divinity Original Sin 2. So we'll be starting that either Sunday night or Monday night, depending on how I feel. Pillars of Eternity 2's launch flop was just so unfortunate. It really was. It really was. But my thing is that they've been direct in saying that they feel like part of the reason it failed was their fault, that they weren't as forceful regarding the marketing as they were when it came to Pillars of Eternity 1. And so if they could do it over, they would do it differently. So I'm like, if you know that, then just go ahead and do 3 and do it the way that you know you need to. Come on now. Like Xbox wants to lose more money on Pillars of Eternity. It won't happen, sadly. Alchemist, I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping they'll be willing to get into an investment. I got into this channel when you were playing Pillars 1. You've been around for a minute, Moonlight. I appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate it. Pretty sure Pathfinder 3 is going to be like $500 to 100%. Hey, I'll take it. You accepted chat to help or no? What do you mean, Boss Page? It better be. Yeah, my hope is that if Valve does crazy numbers, it's going to show that people are interested in games that are in your. And of course, Microsoft is going to want them to continue with that Skyrim-based type of game, that they feel like is going to make massive amounts of money. But I feel like you could also look at it as Fallout, like Fallout. You could make Fallout 4 while somebody else is working on New Vegas. So if Avowed does crazy and Obsidian is able to say, look, people are really interested in games that are in this Eora universe that we've created. Sure, they're going to be working on DLC and Avowed 2 and stuff like that. But I feel like they've gotten large enough where there could also be people working on the Pillars of Eternity 3. And also, seems like Josh Sawyer isn't really involved with Avowed because seems like he pulled his full efforts into Pentiment. So to me, if he hasn't been involved in Avowed anyway, and Avowed is successful, then they might decide to put him on a different project. And again, can we get Pillars of Eternity 3? Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. DOS 2 allows hot seat join in up to 4 people. We could join. Oh, really? So I've never understood how that works, but yeah, I'd be down for it. I need to get my feet wet first because I don't remember anything about that world, anything about the builds I would want to do, stuff like that. But if that, as long as that's cool, then yeah, I'd be fine. Only thing about that is if I would have other people play, I probably wouldn't do a tactician run through. So I have to look at it. If I just do a normal difficulty regular run through, then yeah, whatever, people could join. If I'm doing a tactician run through, I need complete control over all the characters, so I wouldn't allow people to join. So we'll see. The problem is if Avowed flops, that IP is dead. Yep, absolutely, and that's why I feel like if you really, really want Pillars of Eternity 3, you absolutely need to support Avowed. What was your favorite part of Pillars of Eternity 2 after completion? I really love that whale DLC. As difficult as it was, as tough as it was to get through, whale is Rimmergan has my favorite voice, but like if you take like a complete package, whale is my favorite deity overall. Like I love how passionate he is about mysteries and secrets and how he'll give you some, but he won't give you others. And the ones he doesn't give you, he's very, very adamant about you should not have these. And he doesn't want all the secrets revealed. And then the way he looks is absolutely crazy. And even before you see the way he looks, the description of how he looks is equally mad. Like, I love all of that. I think he's a really, really cool deity. And so that DLC devoted to him, I enjoyed that thoroughly. All I know is one of these future games better have a Torres fight. And I don't know what that means, but 3 says no. How about a fan multiplayer? Yeah, sure. I got no problems bringing fans on. The only thing is, it's got to be organized in a way where the mods are around. Because if it turns out I need to kick people off or we need to keep things orderly, I would appreciate a little assistance with that. By the way, Jeremiah, I don't think I saw you in the chat before. Glad you're able to make the stream. The whale DLC was so good. Console made it so good. Yeah, that's the other thing. To have the option of giving the body to console hop was amazing. I really, really enjoyed that. Really, really enjoyed that. We were level 10, and the thief decided there ain't no God statue, just God pooped it. Wow. Torres is literally Godzilla in D&D. Oh. Uh-huh. So I got to do a little lead up work, figure out what my builds are going to be, all that. So I might not be ready for that by tomorrow, Sunday night, especially considering it's 1 in the morning now. But definitely Monday evening rather. I should be ready to get into it. It's so what? It's February right now. We're in late February. What is the release date for Baldur's Gate 3 again? Gate 3. It's coming out in August. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay. So 7 months. It took me, let's see. My first Pillars of Eternity. Okay. So I started Pillars of Eternity in December 6th. So it basically took me about 2.5 months to finish that. So let's say 100 to 120 hour game is going to take 2.5 months. So we're right on schedule right now to be able to finish DOS 2, Baldur's Gate 1, and Baldur's Gate 2 before Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. That is my goal. That's what I'm hoping to do. And in fact, we're really even better than that schedule because there were definitely some days where I was supposed to stream that I missed. We just had to take a week off. I dipped out and did some Baldur's Gate 3 for a little bit. I think I did. Did I do? No. I did Pentiment before this, but yeah, I feel like we should definitely be able to get those 3 games done before Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. So that is my hope. It's more than Godzilla. Godzilla doesn't have an anti-magic hide. Yeah, it's the longest about him. Tip for Original Sin 2. Focus on full physical or full magical, especially on Tactician. It makes it so much easier. Yep, I'm going to go the full magic route. Pretty sure I'm going to play as Thane, but we'll see. Yep, DOS 2 is definitely an RPG that I love as well, Spencer. I was that DM that summoned Teresk in the last encounter. I will be here for the entire BG2 playthrough. GOAT of CRPGs easily. Nice. So I've played through Baldur's Gate 2 once. Did not remember it well, so a lot of this will still be new to me. But what I've never done is play through Throne of Ball. And so that's what I'm really looking forward to. Finally being able to get to that content and see what that's like, because that's supposed to be the real official end. And I haven't seen, I'm sorry, I played like 20, maybe 30 minutes of it. But what happened is I got through all of Baldur's Gate 2. And by the time I finished all that content, I was kind of bored of the game. And so I was like, I really want to get through Throne of Ball because I know the story is probably amazing, but I just can't. I just can't do it. Those two is made. Banner Saga. We absolutely are going to play Banner Saga on the channel. I absolutely plan to stream that, but it probably won't be until next year. Like I said, we've got DOS 2, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. When Baldur's Gate 3 comes out, we're absolutely going to be streaming that. Also got Rogue Trader coming out. Like, I got a packed year right now. So, but Banner Saga, probably the first game we'll stream next year is Tyranny. And then Banner Saga will be Tyranny. I might do Disco Elysium. We'll see. I might. I feel like so many people in my community might have already played through that. So maybe it's not worth streaming. We'll see. But I'm thinking Tyranny, Disco Elysium, and then Banner Saga. That's what's in my head. And DOS 2 Infinite is my husband. I love him. I think my 4 favorite that I'll probably go with is Thane, Red Prince, Sibyl, and Losa. I don't know if I'm going to romance Losa or Sibyl, though. We'll see. Losa is easily your favorite protagonist. Why, Demas? Throwing the ball. Yep, throwing the ball. I'm a major headache. I'm going to go to sleep. Okay, go to take care, Moonlight. Get some rest. I hope you feel better. Baldur's Gate complete game is like 300 hours. Oh, really? Well, we'll just do as much as we can. It is what it is. If we end up not being able to finish Baldur's Gate 2 before the third one comes out, we'll just make do. We'll figure it out. Disco is the best story. Yeah, I'm a fan of it. I'm heading to bed. Good night, all. Congrats, Slandered, on being in the game. Look forward to DOS 2. Yep, take care, Kit. Always good to see you, man. For Disco Elysium, I would hope most of the audience has played it already so you don't spoil them. Exactly. So it might not be worth it. We'll see. Yeah, burnout of some RPGs and CRPGs is rough. Whatever you do, I support you. Thank you, Turtle Dreams. And so that's a nice thing as well. DOS 2 and Baldur's Gate, they're 2 very, very different games. So if I start getting bored with DOS 2, I'll just start playing Baldur's Gate 1 early, until I'm ready to go back to it. Yep, I agree, Kek. Disco Elysium is absolutely incredible and well worth giving more attention. So I did a review for it, but I think it might be nice to go ahead and stream it. We'll see. I've played Tyranny. I played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but never finished because I always re-roll. Tyranny is amazing. Tyranny might have my favorite magic system in a video game. Just really, really strong, incredibly strong. Protagonist is great, and a relationship with a demon is so interesting. That's true. Yeah. So definitely, we're going to get into it slowly but surely. We'll make our way through the content. But for now, it is 1:20 a.m. I think that's enough for me. Glad you all enjoyed the playthrough. I really enjoyed experiencing this with all of you. And I am definitely looking forward to getting to Divinity Original Sin 2. Until then, though, take care. Have a good one. I'll see you all in the next stream. Tyranny's definitely worth beating, Rob. I highly recommend you check it out. Take care, Damas. Have a good one. I mean, any game can be difficult, Bobby, but I don't think Tyranny's more especially difficult than other games you might play. Alchemist, take care. Brad, good to see you, man. You all have a good night. Take care, 3. Take care, Eternal Dreams. Have a good night, man.